We're live on there.
Nigga, that truck
On which one?
that shit.
Somehow.
On Facebook?
YouTube. Let's see if the Facebook will fire up. Maybe I can actually pull this off. And yep, we're live, 100%. Live
That's
on
what's
Facebook.
up, right?
That's it, right
Let's
there.
get it popping.
All right.
Introduce it, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, Reed is not with us. He is on his way to Washington. So it took a lot. We were going to start this literally 2 hours ago. So I have all this stuff set up, and I don't realize exactly what Reed does to get this fired up pre-show. Oh, which I have to fix some stuff after the show, but I don't know what I did there. I think we're touching shit. Anyway, okay. But there's a lot more that goes into it than I thought. So, but I got it going. The fucking meathead got it going. And it was crazy. Like, I got it going. I got the live feed going. I can't believe it's working. I'm pumped. We got my buddy Marlon in here. It's already been. We should have podcasted this last 2 hours. It was like some badass shit.
Yeah, we was.
There's some stuff that probably could have got left out. Marlon need to calm down. He's good now. He's a very passionate human being. He's a little heated about shit.
Hey, brother, I'm just here.
And then we got
no problems.
We got the New York's back from the first podcast.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Marlon was nervous to come up here, so he needed to bring somebody with him.
That's fine. I'll be his back.
That ain't true.
Which
That
is
ain't
funny
true.
is because
That ain't true.
Marlon had another guy show up. He's here in the background. He has no chair, no mic. I wasn't prepared.
Say,
Yeah,
man,
boy,
listen,
Donnie's in the building.
I bring all the brothers with me.
And Donnie's.
I bring all the brothers with me, man. I don't want no problem.
If y'all scoot,
Yeah,
then
me,
Donnie
me,
can-
Chump.
Hey,
We on
Demo,
the
come over here,
podcast.
Demo.
We gonna talk about some real stuff.
Hey, I bring all the brothers with me, man.
Let me turn. I need to turn something down. I
Yeah,
got
the
something
podcast is going live out here.
something too
Facebook
hot.
Live, you heard?
No, I ain't got
I got something too hot.
I don't got one either.
Hold on, one of these mics are too poppy. A lighter? Oh no, I don't have one.
Yep.
No, you can't do that. Not in here. Not in the next studio. My next house. The next studio you can. This is a place of business, or it'd be.
What's
Oh,
up,
no, yeah,
Modesto?
but
What's
on the
going
next
on,
place.
boy? Holla at
place-
me,
the
man.
next place.
How you been, boy?
But
No
I
smoke.
can't see no.
So-
What they talking about over there?
so we got it. It's set up a little different. So I'm actually on the computer this time. So I'm looking at the screen. But anyway,
I
we
look
got
good, brother. I'm sorry.
these guys are sitting here looking
Better
at
know it.
themselves. I got a little different camera set up too with all three now. So how does it sound? Is everything good? Can I get some feedback from people?
It's
signing
glitching.
up?
It's glitching.
Is what they're saying? Okay. How does it sound, Chris Miller? Does it sound all good?
Yo, what up, Sheldon? What's popping, man?
Does it sound good?
What's going on? We live at Kyle Barnett's podcast,
Look at these guys go.
episode 12.
He's got his own little entry, but
Donnie in the background.
hey, but look, okay, since we're let's get right up on there.
Let's get it.
I got to tell you something real quick. We're not taking Kanye.
Don't even.
Y'all
start,
got to
man.
keep him.
No.
Don't even start no Kanye.
I saw on the
That should be a
internet.
lad.
Hold on.
That should be a lad brother you start with. for sure.
No. You can take we don't. This is on Kanye. We don't want that.
No, here's the thing. Here's how it works, bro.
Listen, man,
Here's how it works. We got Charlie Manson. We got guys like Jeffrey Dahmer. We can't. Hey, no, we can't trade them. We
What do you
can't trade
mean?
them.
We're not trading.
We're not like, we didn't call. I didn't call Jason. Hey Jay, we're done with Charlie. He's y'all's motherfucking problem now. We got Justin Bieber. No, y'all have Kanye. Just accept it. And all it is,
No.
it's probably just gonna be some plea to sell some records anyway.
That's a.
Listen.
With
Hey,
you
what-
saying that, that's what I thought. Because that's a hell of a goddamn.
He's not.
Publicity stunt.
Just to get people looking at it.
Just to get
Everybody's
people to-
talking about him. We are.
Exactly.
His shorts shorter than mine. I don't even wear shorts no more.
But his hair's blonde, so who cares? He's a
Exactly.
Kardashian now. That's all that matters.
No.
No, he's a
But
Tristan
what,
Thompson.
so, but what, I really ain't kept up too much. I can't talk too much shit. So what? I know he said slavery was a
Choice.
choice. But
He
didn't
said-
But didn't they release some footage that I saw of him like kind of clearing up what he was trying to say, and he apologized. But that's kind of something you can't come back from.
Bro, that's the whole thing. You can't come back from that. You can't come back from that because that's the only thing that's gonna stick.
Yeah.
So what's
He's still
what's justified? You trying to justify yourself after you say what you
I'm
say?
just seeing both sides.
But do you see how Snoop Dogg just dogged him though?
Hey, no. Let me tell you something about Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg. Here's my problem with Snoop Dogg because I follow him on Instagram. Here's the thing. Right, I love Snoop Dogg. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best rappers that ever rap. I love Snoop Dogg. I even think he's a cool fucking guy from what I can see and read off of Instagram and things.
Well, Snoop Dogg
but
always kept it funky.
He goes from blood to Crip.
No, do not do that.
Okay, well, whatever.
Not with Snoop.
Rastafarian. He's.
Well, then speak on it.
Well, yeah, no.
With Snoop ain't never did no blood to Crip. Snoop been Crip his whole life since Compton. Since the making of all that
is true.
Look up Snoop. Snoop ain't never did no blood to Crip. You gotta look at Lil Wayne and Baby them for that.
Do y'all hear the pop in the thing? I think it's just
Marlon
did too. But anyway, I got a pop on one of these damn mics. I think it's.
Yo, what up, Kyrie? Hey, I think it's just old football head.
Just being loud. But anyway, Snoop goes and then he goes from thug to church, and it's like this is Instagram post to Instagram post. So like, not liking this white dude to take a picture with the white cops, and I'm like, man, just pick something, man. Just pick something, bro.
So you want him to be
Frank Lucas?
Just be don't be a yes man.
Look at Frank Lucas. He was a drug dealer, but he went to church every Sunday. So you can't judge somebody by going to church.
No. I'm just saying Frank Lucas. He was a drug dealer. Couldn't be out in public and be rich. Snoop Dogg is like. It seems like he just is, as soon as somebody gets on his ass for being like saying fuck the cops, he's taking pictures with cops, and he's not being hood enough. He'll go do something like fuck this white dude or fuck this boy, you know. And
so you want him to pick a side?
But then he releases this church thing, and I understand I'm a Christian man.
I've seen that.
But then he'll release these videos of like people getting their ass whooped or some fucked up shit on his Instagram. I'm like, bro, didn't your Christian album release today, and you got a video?
Yo, you a fool for that one.
Right?
He said, did his Christian album get released today?
So you telling me you would choose Kanye over Snoop?
No. I didn't like Kanye. Only thing Kanye's ever liked was that first album.
But I'm saying, so you telling me you
College dropout?
Music wise, if I had
period.
If they're on my team, if I had a team. If I had to pick one of the two, I gotta take Snoop. He's just
okay. Then exactly, that's what I'm saying. But see, if you really watch Snoop or look at Snoop's series, like he got a series on Netflix. Snoop is a dad.
Yeah, well, I understand, but he's just very wishy-washy.
He's a dad first, and then he's a rapper next. Now
he's just kind of wishy-washy. I'm like, just.
He's not wishy-washy.
But why do you say that?
Like this. If he's trying to promote being good and stuff, and let's say we're talking about racism and not get that bias started, then don't post shit like that and don't be putting out shit like white boy got I would never put that video out there of some black dude getting beat up because and he'd be like blah, 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 and then let all these comments go nuts on it and these people talk this ignorant shit on it because you're just feeding it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just put it at all. I'd put something else. I'd put some of my music up from the Christian album, or I'd put my son's football team up and what they're doing. I'd do something like that before I do the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the very next post you take is it's a picture with it's a post of some white dude getting beat up and all the comments are blah, blah, you know how it can go.
Yeah.
And then the next post is him with some police officers and the same people that were talking dog and like on his side are now fuck you man, fuck the police. What are you like? I'm like, dude.
Listen, man, Snoop is going to be Snoop. Like there ain't no way around it.
I think he's just trying to stay relevant.
No,
which he didn't have to.
No, he ain't got to stay relevant.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He got a Netflix series.
I think he's trying to stay relevant.
He don't have to stay. Kanye is trying to stay relevant. How you gonna be a billionaire? No. How you gonna be a billionaire and you wearing what the Kim Kardashian's wearing?
No, hey,
he might well just be like their daddy.
True billionaires. Like, a matter of fact, the other day I was with.
They were Stephen Curry's.
No, true billionaires, true rich people. No, like people with real money, like real money. They look broke. It's like you see a homeless guy, you can think he's either crazy and homeless or he's a billionaire because like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, all these guys, they wear like a plain T-shirt and slacks.
Yeah,
they've got so much money that shit don't do nothing for them. That's why they got so much money. They're not like I'm not worried about this shirt that so and so's got. You know what I'm saying? They're just like I'm so rich that means that doesn't even mean shit to them. It's a waste of their time to use their brain power to think about picking a shirt out. They rather just wear a black fucking shirt every day.
Well, that's the whole point. Because when you're rich, you don't fucking care.
Because you're not worried about nobody else.
Exactly.
He's too busy doing his thing. That's why they're so.
That's why they're so rich. But why you think the rich stay rich? The whole thing about it though is they wear fucking shoes, 1980 Reeboks.
Because their money's in the bank.
I mean,
From-
You gotta get on this one.
the
You
whole
gotta get up in
Kanye
that.
thing. I don't like
talking
Kanye.
on this. You gotta get the mic.
They'll wear some Reeboks from like 1980s and keep it funky.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real about that.
I don't like
Like,
Kanye.
you won't see them
Period.
wearing $250 wearing Jordans
makes no
and foam posits and blase splee.
It makes no sense
Flat
to
being
them.
flashy.
It makes no sense to them. Like,
Of course not.
It's a waste of probably their money. To them, they're like,
That
"I'm not gonna do
is.
It's not gonna make any money to me.
Well, of
You know?
course.
I'm sure their houses and they have nice things. but
Everything is paid.
that's not a thing to them. Like, even those guys like Jay-Z and those guys, they're not on their level. They're not.
I wouldn't say that. I
Jay-Z-
wouldn't say that because at the end of the day, just because, well, Jay-Z
Bill
and
Gates,
Puff,
No.
Elon Musk, these people's levels, they're not on their level.
Not money wise.
No, we're talking
like Bill
bees-
Gates got money
bees.
made. He ain't got to do
Well,
nothing.
there's
He
a
can sit there
difference
and get it
there's a
made.
difference in a multi-millionaire
Yeah.
with an M and then a multi-billionaire
Billionaire with the B,
Like a
yeah.
huge difference.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, I'm not saying Jay-Z's fucking broke by any. That's one. Of,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
when they're talking about that's like you're saying, like there's levels. Like that's the rich, and then
Yeah.
Jay-Z's like, no, motherfucker, that's the rich.
that's the risk.
There's 85 people in the world that have as much. I think has accumulated as much money or have as much wealth together as like I forgot what the stats. It's like pretty much the entire United States, like all the money put together. It was like I have the stat all wrong, but it was insane. It's like 85 people for like some multi-millions worth of people, like average human beings put together. Those 85 people have as much money as we do.
Yeah.
Well, but can you say, let's be real about that. Some people are born into that shit as well.
Oh, a lot of them are.
It's not success.
A lot of
like
them are.
some
It's
of
not
that
self-drive either.
Exactly. Like some of it.
No, a lot of them are.
I could say
Yeah.
we could say that for Steve Jobs with the iPhone, because iPhone now is never been
iPhone, MySpace, and Facebook.
and
none of those were
what was
born to
Bill
money.
Gates? Macintosh was it Macintosh he started. That
Windows
and all that. So you know what I mean. For
Microsoft.
dudes like that,
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Like for dudes like that's self-driven.
Yeah.
But not everybody's a millionaire, bro. Not everybody's a billionaire.
No.
Some people are born into that shit.
No,
Some
a
people
lot-
make their own success.
A lot
too.
of them are, and then keeping it's harder than probably making it. Getting there.
Exactly.
So there's a saying. It's like a rich man's. It's like 2 generations after a rich person, they're broke again. It's like a cycle. Like you start broke, then somebody broke that cycle, got wealthy, then somebody was born into it, and then after like 2 or 3 generations, somebody has no value of getting that money and having that money, what it took to get that money.
Yeah.
And they squander it back away, and guess what? The next generation's dead, fucking broke, because granddad spent all that shit.
True.
You know, our whole family's been rich for years, and then granddad fucked it up. I was, no, the money ran out, man. Like,
Yeah.
nobody in between those generations of that one granddad kept the drive alive. They're like, oh, we got plenty. There's no way.
Because you're going to always find that person in the family tree who's selfish and arrogant and don't give a damn about the rest of them besides themselves.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Hey,
You can always find that
Since
person.
we
no
hitting
matter
that
what.
family comment, shout out to Fred Threat and the Reasno family. My condolences. Fred just lost his aunt, his
man.
great aunt, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So condolences to him and his family and the Reasno family, and same for Brandon Medlock, who just lost his mom.
Yeah, Brandon,
You feel what I'm
Fred,
saying?
and
And Audrey Lee.
Cody Portillo, brother.
Cody
sorry,
Pertile just lost a friend, you know what I mean? So
Sorry you left so early, bro.
it's a lot going on right now, man. That's why I wanted to touch that. That's the shout out that I wanted to do, you know what I mean? Because they deserve it, you know what I mean? Especially Brandon Medlock losing his mom.
How old? I mean, the aunties and the moms are probably.
I'm not too sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but at the end of the day, it was Fred's great aunt, you know what I mean, and then Brandon Medlock's mom. So I think Brandon Medlock's
tough,
mom
bro.
was
Right before Mother's
real.
Day.
I'm not from what Brandon told me. She said she was in the hospital for a week sick, so I'm not too sure on the details of it. But regardless of what, man, you know what I mean, losing your mom at such a young age, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, it's I couldn't even imagine, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had a good friend, and
You see what I'm
he lost his
saying?
mom at a young age, and she was like my second mom, and I was just like, I think about that sometimes, and like, you know, I get like a lot of times, like, one day I'm not gonna be able to call them or see them. They're just not gonna be here.
And that's the whole. That's you know what? Me and my mom are real cool, and that's one thing I am truly scared of.
Yeah, but some.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
But piggybacking off of all that racist stuff we talk, come down to the end of it, no matter what color you are. Think about it. We all gonna die, so why are you gonna
true.
spend time like we were saying before the podcast
let me
about?
go and get mine out about this racism. let me go.
Well, I'm just saying.
Let him finish real quick because he's just piggybacking real
not
quick.
just racism, just
generally speaking.
just unpositive,
You're right. You're right.
Things that don't generate kindness and good things.
You're right.
You ain't got time for it because see, Cody Pertal's friend, it might have been a young man. We had my boy, rest in peace, Booster. He died.
AP Pertal actually.
Oh yeah,
Cody.
No, Cody.
Cody was he said Cody was the one that died.
Yeah.
Cody
but
Pertal died?
Pertal.
Yeah, Cody
No.
Patillo.
His uncle.
No, Cody Patillo is a Stephanie
Oh,
Cedillo
but you
boyfriend.
said, I thought you said his uncle. I was like, what?
No,
It was
he
Pertal.
was a young
Adrian
Hispanic.
AP was the one that posted it on Facebook.
Okay, I got you.
So I thought it was Cody Parker, but he was
it was
Cody. He said it was Cody Pertil.
So another young man, I'm sure. Then.
Yeah, he was young.
I think he's like 25.
So think about that. Think about that. Here's what you think about. And this is what I think. This is what keeps me doing the shit that I've been doing.
Yeah.
What if you died tomorrow? What if you died on the way home from here?
Yeah.
Bro, I am not satisfied with the person that I am right now, or what I've left here. Like in modern times, remember back in the day, you look back.
Because you ain't done enough.
Nah, but think back. This is getting lost, I think, in the modern day times. Is back in the day, knights and round tables, and before then, cowboys, Indians, and this goes back to, if you want to take it all the way back to race in Africa. This is the same thing. To this day, tribes in the middle of Africa, they want to leave a legacy. They want to leave tradition, things behind that they thought were positive. They thought were good.
True.
And they worked towards that. That was their goal. It wasn't their goal to make $10 million. It wasn't their goal to have the Bentley. It was their goal to be a person that when they die, everybody goes, that was this and this and this kind of a person. Whatever they wanted them to be said. So when I wake up every day to do the right thing, which I don't always do the right thing, I try to do all the small things to make the little things that get out of the way, make the big things happen, make more natural. But I have this ideal of what I want to be said at my funeral, and I'm just going to live that way until I die. Or try, because you don't want to be a scumbag fucking die, dude.
I see what you're saying.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? Or you don't want to
You don't want to live. You
don't
don't
want to be
nobody.
a half-ass nothing, a half-ass and nothing. Like
You want to live with a purpose.
And success to me doesn't mean the podcast gets 40 million views a day and I'm a famous person. Success to me is
that foundation.
Yeah, and we're just being happy when I wake up with what I'm doing every day.
Exactly.
I like talking to people. I like meeting people. I like helping people.
Yeah.
I've noticed more and more in life when I do shit for somebody and they reciprocate it the right way. They don't take it as an advantage. They don't use it and then not reciprocate it even back to me, but reciprocate it somewhere else. That shit makes me feel good as shit.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Like that. Like I want to do this free boot camp, and I'm buying bags.
No, that's what I was about to say. You should try to see if Zach should put you on as one of maybe conditioning coaches and you know what I mean, stuff like that. So
he hit me about that. Well,
when we start the camp, when we start football, we could leave that all to you.
He said something about that, but I was want to do one that's free. Is y'all's gonna be free?
I think. Well, it's going through PBYFL.
Ain't nothing with PBYFL.
See, here's
going through PBYFL.
I had nothing wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But I was just gonna say because I'm just gonna offer for free. I'll go buy shirts. I'll pay for all that shit because some people can't afford the $25 shirt or whatever it is. And hey, I got a bunch of footballs.
Well,
hey,
you know what? I can't even.
There's 25 kids that showed up. I'll pay for 25 shirts with a little something on there and to make them feel cool. I can lie. I mean,
to be honest with you, I don't see a problem with it.
And I told Zach I'd help. I'll definitely help, and I'll move mine around to where it piggybacks off of it or in front of it. You know what I mean? Like that way if some kids go to that one, it's not interfering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
you know what's the name does that game ready camp too. So I don't know how if you are trying to do it for free, you might get a lot of feedback if you do it for free on the Kids at School. How long are you trying to do the camp for?
I was thinking like probably 2 weekends in a row, like 2 Saturdays, maybe Saturday, Sundays in a row.
I say 4.
If you want to hit, if you really want to,
four getting used.
I was what I was gonna do is I thought about taking just a week off vacation and just do Monday through Friday every day. I
don't see nothing wrong with that neither.
20 of them a year.
And then on the Kids at School,
well, I could do 2 a day. I could do one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Yeah,
well, and on the Kids at School, you should do something at the end too, like a big ass barbecue. And let the kids enjoy it.
Well, like we were talking about, like on Facebook, like everybody's depend on this. They should give us this. Or we need this, man. Really, if you think about it, it takes. Man, think about it though. Why ask? Why ask when you can just do myself? When I can just my community's here. There's free parks here. Footballs don't cost that much.
Good luck. Free parks?
What?
Yeah, right.
No.
With everything the way things is going these days.
I find me a piece of grass out here that I can sit on for free all day, man.
Jaysen.
And I'll just go buy a few. I'll go buy a few
That's
pieces.
true, too,
I'll
but
go
the
buy a
way-
few footballs,
Yeah.
and I'll get on free Facebook and say, hey, here what it is. You want to come out and do this for free? I don't need the city to give me shit.
I feel
Because
you.
if you want to do it, because you know what's going to happen. If anything, I'll go out there and do that. And if I do that, maybe the city will see that and then go, maybe we should do something. Well, they kind of did something for the kids.
Man,
Yeah.
the city is too conservative, bro. They're stuck in the past. They're not trying to move forward with the
And-
future.
but hey,
all you gotta do is just find the right person.
But the thing
But
is,
the whole thing about it though is everybody like, okay, now when they do that when they do that meeting with the Congress and all that, well, what's the meeting called? What's that meeting called when they have everybody from the neighborhood come and
It's called
they
Get
hear-
Rich. It's called
Just a
Get
city
Rich
council
Quick
meeting?
scheme.
Yeah, city council meeting. There you go, right there. So let's be real about
called
that.
Get Rich Quick
How many
thing.
people? Yo, the last time I seen the city council meeting on News West 9, there was a bunch of old heads in there.
You know
a
why?
bunch.
Hey, you know
Not
what?
nobody
Well,
young like you, me, or you.
well, that's our fault because they're public.
But that's the whole point.
Thank you. I'm not young, but thank you.
No,
But
but but check it out. That's.
I'm just saying.
But but think about it. Here's what. But look at it like this. Well, I don't need the city council to do a meeting for me.
Well, I'm just
There's
saying,
a free-
especially if you want to impact
I can impact
the
I have-
city the way you want him to impact, the right way.
Word of mouth is the
With the
strongest
way,
way.
nah,
If
bro.
I go out there and
with
I
the
do-
way things is going these days, bro.
With that attitude. See what I'm saying? You got to think about it.
I guess you're right.
Check it out.
You might have a
look at
point.
this. Here's how you look at it. First of all, I hold myself accountable. If I want something to happen, I'll just go fucking make it happen. If I can make it happen. If not, I can't touch it until I can make it happen. But if you were stuck in a box, somebody trapped you in a little wooden box, now with the words you're just saying then said like lay over and die. But if I put you in a box, I kidnap you, put you in a box, I guarantee you'll kick and fucking kick until the box blows out or you pass out. There will be no quit, right?
So you think the way you're doing it would be the way to go?
Yeah, like Harriet Tubman didn't need nobody to help her the fuck
What-
out to get to. You know what I'm saying? She
Jason,
didn't look at.
what
She
he's
didn't look.
saying is
I mean, to
the-
put
is
on
the way
that
he's
le-
doing, he's getting to it instead of trying to ask people for help. He's not looking.
Instead of studying and looking and asking and reaching.
Yeah.
Got you.
Well, I need a football camp. What I need? Some footballs, some grass.
Got you.
I got the internet.
Got you.
What I need? You know what I'm
Promote
saying?
your own shit.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to make any money. I'm just trying to put. I believe firmly, if you put good shit in the universe, it'll come back to you tenfold. So if I put it out there, I'll enjoy it to be around all them kids having fun, playing football. I can teach them what I've found football that's taught me, and I also instead of just football, teach them about shit like life shit, like use it through football, like to be tough, to be smart, not to be down on yourself, not to be let these people. I mean, you can teach them all kinds of shit to be a man.
Yeah.
Well, you
through
know the
football.
whole
How many coaches touch motherfuckers that don't have dads? That you hear guys go, "Oh, Coach so and so, that was the motherfucking man right there."
You know the whole thing about that when you say that type of stuff is crazy because you know how many football players I've come across from here all the way from New York that should have been in the league that players in the league shouldn't be in the league. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, with that being said, I'm not gonna lie. Marlon, I've known Marlon for a couple years now, and by far I think he's a good receiver. Trust and believe that. By far, I think you're a damn good linebacker.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got people like Peanut, we got people like Rich, we got people like, you know what I mean, especially Heat, you know what I mean, that should be in the league because the passion is there.
But hold on,
But
stop.
the whole thing about it though is when I see it is like why people that made it don't come back to put something back into the community and revive it.
Because you
people,
can,
man.
Bro, listen, you can only raise somebody. A mother and dad can only raise somebody to be them at the end of the day. You can't raise somebody to keep it real like you expecting. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
it's
a-
not even the way
no,
I'm
no.
expecting. It's just good morals and good values.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
Look,
everybody
you
don't have
do-
that. Everybody don't have that.
But think about this though, man. Here's the thing. The only difference in them and us is they have fame and a ton of money in their checks.
There you go.
So, and when they're a ton of money, we take care of our immediate families as we can. When you get that much money, they got cousins. Blah, blah. Think about how busy them guys are taking care of family, dealing with their life. To go, hey,
Agents.
let me shut. Oh, I can deal with football, commercial, who knows, camps, drug tests, this and this.
Well, we
my
all know
family.
Cedric Benson how much to deal with after.
Well,
What's
about
up,
4 or 5
Nadia?
years
What's
ago.
going
I'm
on?
just saying my family's coming through and needs this, and I got these problems. My wife, I have to see my kids, and And then they go, and they're like, why don't you bring this up to our neighborhood? What? Huh? Oh, my. Oh, fuck. Shit, here's some money. I'm sorry, bro. I wish I could. Life, man. Like, life's happening.
Yeah, you
so,
can't blame them neither.
So you can't, there's just people with a lot of money. They got a lot, and you know why they got a lot of money? They don't have a lot of time. So if people on the, like, our end of the spectrum want something done on that level, man, I don't need the Boys and Girls Club to have flag football.
Whoa.
No. I like it.
I needed the Boys and Girls Club when I was growing up because David Jones did a lot for everybody around.
No,
around
I play football with my son, and I love it. I'm saying, but I don't need them to be there. Like, I need that place to be there. But I'm saying, if we want something extra, you don't have to wait for somebody to put it out there. Just be that motherfucker to do it.
But I see what you're saying though, because look, we don't have no more David Jones around here. You know David Jones.
You say,
we don't have no more David Jones. No more. We got Tammy Whiteside, but she do the younger kids. But we don't have no more David Jones. David Jones raised us, but he didn't. You know what
the thing is here's what. Like, I'm leaving
the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the
South,
oil field in December. I'm gonna start my own little gym.
Yeah.
And I've talked to a bunch of people that own gyms and been talking to people that I'm in line. I talk to and tell them how I want to do it. And the thing about it is, they're like, you're gonna be successful, and this is why David Jones was successful with you guys. Because I'm not gonna sell you a gym. I'm not gonna sell you a program.
membership.
I'm not gonna
like YMCA.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna say.
Do y'all
I'm
know
gonna
who David
say.
Jones is?
No.
You know David Jones is paralyzed, sending the crew to out of town to play basketball, right? But you know who his two kids is, right?
I got a question.
Hold on. His two kids is Alexis Jones and Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones was diagnosed with leukemia, cancer, last year. Beat it. Now he's back on the basketball team in Texas.
Damn.
Alexis Jones plays WNBA.
Damn.
So if you really know who David Jones is and what David Jones did for everybody and try to make everybody successful, then you would understand where I'm coming from.
Well, what's I'm saying? What a lot of these places we're asking all this stuff of, they're selling you a product. Like, even if it's a camp or something, they're doing it for some sort of profit. If you want something done just because somebody needs it and you feel so strongly about it, then go do it, because you know what you're selling, and people will show up to it. You're selling love because you genuinely give a fuck. You genuinely care.
Well, that's the whole point of the passion of the situation.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference. There's a difference between people having passion for the game, like we have for football, and there's people that just do it for the profit.
I see, and beyond that, they can, instead of like going out there and punching the money and getting some cash out of these kids and teach them a little football, teach them something how to be, like, when they leave there, something they can take with them beyond tackling fucking
exactly.
people.
Yeah. Sure.
Exactly.
You know, like, something, don't take that. These kids will be wiping our ass one day, and we're gonna.
That ain't no lie.
And we're gonna be teaching
These kids today ain't trying to wipe no
hey,
ass.
well, do you want them wiping towards your balls or away from them?
No,
You
what
know
I'm saying.
So
These
teach them
kids
something.
today, they ain't trying to wipe no ass.
Well, the whole
beat
thing
your
about
ass,
it though,
man.
the way the new millennials is set up.
They gonna beat you before they wipe your ass. You hear me?
It's a little touchy. It's a little. Oof.
But
But
us.
That goes back to us because we
the
raised these new millennials.
That's our fault, bro.
For
It's
them
not
to
us.
be the way.
No, because if we whoop our kid with a bill,
No.
and then they go tell their teachers, what happened?
That's true.
No.
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
You going to jail?
I don't
That's
know.
true.
I don't know about you, but when I was raised, the way I was raised, let me go tell somebody something outside the house.
No, yeah, exactly.
Because
The way
it's
we was
instilled-
all
it-
raised
it-
like
it
that.
was-
I'm saying the
I
way
was.
So why can't
we
I
can't
was.
raise these kids the
Yeah,
same
I
way?
can. I raise my
No, we
kids.
can't. No,
Yeah, I
sir.
can.
You can, but
You
it's gonna
can.
come back to you 2 times 4 because the way these laws are set up now, bro, whooping your kids can get you jail time.
That's fine.
What do you mean that's fine? Who wants to go to jail?
Nobody wants to go to jail, but who wants to raise some shit rotten kids? That's fine with that.
He got a point. You can't be wrong with that, but you want to go to
I'm
jail
not
for
saying-
it. But
So you're gonna let somebody tell you because of a law that you can't raise your kids this way? I'm gonna raise my kids how I see fit. I'm also gonna raise my kids that whatever happens in this house stays in this house.
Yeah.
And if you want to take it outside this house and watch your daddy go to jail, so be it. I guarantee you, after I get out, you will never do that again, because I know I've raised good enough kids to go, I don't want my dad to go to jail ever again. I'll keep my motherfucking mouth shut, and I'll do exactly as he says. Because that was the most awful thing to see my dad go to jail.
I understand that.
So let's say you hook your kid and he go to daycare and he don't even say anything, but yet the people find a weapon on the side of his ass, or they pulling his pants down or trying to change his diaper. Then what you do?
So I whoop my kid.
Exactly.
You going to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
you going
fine.
to jail. But
Do what you gotta
but
do.
see, he didn't say anything though. You can't control what's going on in this new world of how you raise our kids.
And yeah, I can. I'll raise my kids just how I see fit. And if I go to jail, so be it.
No. I raise my kids strict, all three of them. Yeah. And you can ask my fiance, but I don't play that.
Most of my raising my kids have been done. I've noticed I can get more out of my kids by explaining what I'm upset about, not using certain words like mad, blah blah. I use words like frustrated, upset, things like that.
Yeah.
I try to keep their attention because I know when I was a kid, they were like, rah, rah, I just shut you off, and then I tell them what they maybe could have done and how it made me feel.
Yeah.
And then they go, I can see it sometimes, like, and they're not always going, they don't get in trouble for the same thing again. But I've had my kid get in trouble. I've done that before and get in trouble again for it, and then come back and like, sorry, Dad. Like, and you can tell he genuinely means sorry. He's like, I know better than that. And I'm like,
but these days,
It's
the
a
kids. You're
Kyle,
right.
man, I
It's
don't
a
know I don't know
practice.
what kind of kids you
Kyle,
raising, brother, but-
Kyle, nobody's knocking your methods.
Yeah.
At all.
Sure.
But these days, social media
I know.
has a fucking hold.
We didn't have that growing up, brother.
I know.
And then, you know what? On the kids'
We
house
had
school,
MySpace.
No. We didn't even have MySpace, bro.
We didn't.
First of all, we didn't even have MySpace, bro. We had the OGs on the block
but that's why you got to be in
telling
their ear.
us
You gotta
to,
you got to be in their ear.
bro, step up. You know what I mean? Blase splee, whatever the case may be. You doing wrong, whatever. But the whole thing about it though is,
Jason, you got to understand where Kyle's coming from though. Kyle's coming from a place where he was raised.
differently.
No, I'm not gonna raised differently because he was probably raised the same way we was, but he was raised in a different community.
I was raised on McDonald Street, bro. I was the only white people in my neighborhood.
Exactly. So I'm saying, and who's in your neighborhood? Who's in your neighborhood?
Miss
Who's
McDonald.
yours?
But in
Blacks.
my
And
neighborhood,
me,
in my
man,
neighborhood,
listen,
in my neighborhood,
my mama raised me the best way she could. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So when I grew up, I grew up in my own ways. I grew up. I like to clean, wash dishes, and all this. Now, man, if I go to work and I ain't got no woman that can take it, but see, I got a woman that can do all that. But if I go to work and my woman ain't cleaning up, I'm gonna have a worse attitude in the goddamn world. If I'm not working, and I feel like I can't raise my family the way I'm supposed to, the way that my stepdaddy raised me.
yeah.
Fuck that stepdaddy shit. The way my daddy raised me since I was 7, 8 years old, then I'm gonna feel worthless and I'm gonna have the worst attitude ever. So I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do.
Yeah, but see, the bad attitude ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I changed it. I had to.
Right, yeah.
Because listen, the woman I got now, boy, she gonna tell me so quick in the world, change your attitude or kick rocks, brother.
That's good. That's what you need.
And I'm gonna tell her back, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I ain't right.
Yeah.
But-
Damn right,
But still,
what I'm
at the end of the day, we still go back to
But
methods.
but say
we
well,
still
like,
go back to methods
but see,
of
but
the
going-
way we grew up.
Going back to the kids though, the thing is I'm learning a lot that everything we do in every aspect of life, everything.
it goes back on our kids.
Well, the discipline of doing whatever you're trying to get better at is that it's practice. You're not going to be a master or good at anything unless you do it a bunch. Even if you're kind of talented at first, so as in disciplining the kid. You know how many times I tell my son to close his mouth when he chews every fucking time we eat.
Well, that's
you know
what,
what?
that's, as parents, we have to do that.
But you know what? One day
We have to do
yeah,
that.
And
That's
with
repetitive.
with the discipline, I come in here, I tell him, and I try to have a demeanor that's not so crazy because that never comes off right. But I'm always on about everything. It's a discipline, like you said. You got to teach them. You got to teach them right. If you don't teach them right, they're gonna act so crazy, dude. When they get to our age, they're gonna be worthless. They're gonna go to prison.
I got
What I try to teach my kids is
Harold, you had a
discipline.
question a minute ago.
Yeah, somebody. Well, this is something. Susan Bays says, stirring the pot. CB has a youth football camp at the end of the month, referring to the camp that you want to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't know who CB is, but I guess we'll figure it out throughout the conversation. I'll try to figure it out. And then I got something else. Nadia Cole said, "This is Generation Z. You are a millennial, my friend. These children are a product of the expectations set on them."
You can't sit there and say that up there.
No, she's right, dude. Because here's what the thing
but
is.
listen, she's right to a certain extent.
How many pair of Jordans your son got?
I got a pair in the back of the
No. But how many pair of Jordans your
Cal
son
done
got?
shut it down because
But for
that
real, think about it.
on the kiss
No,
ass cool.
I'm checking myself because
that-
guess what? My son's got Vans and shit and Jordans.
Yeah.
He just got some J's. Guess
Yeah.
what? I ain't get no fucking J's in my life. I got one pair of Tommy Hilfiger pants throughout my whole. I had to beg for them.
Bro, I got 3 pairs of pants and all of them tight.
But when I was a kid, But I'm talking about growing up.
Oh,
So
no,
what she's
brother.
saying,
No,
what,
no,
that,
I
I,
grumble,
what,
man. My
what
mom
I
did
got
what
from
she
her,
could.
what I got from her
For real.
is she's saying they're a product of the expectations we put on them. So we're not.
Yeah.
There's nothing. They get everything they want. We think we're tough, but we ain't really
Yeah.
tough on them.
'Cause
They get everything they want. So
for sure.
they're in the world of I win, and so she's
back to
right.
what I said earlier.
That's-
Hold on. Back
that's
to what I
true.
said earlier. So yeah, you're right. Back to what I said earlier. If you discipline your kid, and then you try to go to bed after you done already seen them little tears roll down their eyes, and they over there pouting and mad. I try to put on this road for my 3 boys for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I put on this road, man, that I don't give a damn about them crying. Man, I go to bed, I turn over to the left side
Feel sad.
or to the right side. Bro, I be sad as shit.
But you're a good dad. That's
Yeah,
why. It
but
shouldn't hurt.
it's not even that. It's that I want them to understand, like, don't do this or don't do that. And then you got the baby mamas, you got the fiance,
But
you got
we see-
hold on, but
yeah.
you got everybody that's saying that I'm too hard on them. I'm not hard on them. I'm trying to raise them the same way I was raised.
not hard enough.
We're not. There you
Game
go.
over. There you go, right
You're
there.
Look,
There's
and-
nothing else. There's nothing
and
else
you know
to
what?
say.
Hey, and baby's mama and fiance,
They soften them.
No, guess what? They're moms.
and
So you got so they're that,
Man.
hold
no,
on.
no,
So
so
to your
moms-
little girl though, hold on.
No,
to
so
your
I'm saying
little
so
girl,
moms are softer. Like they don't want to see any of their kids get dealt with.
Yeah.
No matter even if they know they deserve it, it
Yeah.
still hurts them, and it's their instinct to go
Nurturing.
Hey, calm down.
To be
and,
nurturing.
and it's your job to go. Nah, they need this. Not to snap back and mad at her. Be like, no, they need. They're being
Man,
soft.
I am tough on all 3 of mine.
That's good.
Because I don't play that.
Yeah, you should be.
I was raised. Listen, my stepdad raised me, man. My mama raised me for real. She damn sure don't play.
Yeah.
And if she was watching, she'll tell you right now. She have all
We
kinds
see,
of with them
but that's
motherfuckers.
the whole thing. That's the whole thing you saying.
Yeah.
We were raised different, bro.
But no,
in the
some
times-
people raised by their moms, and some people raised by their dads. But see, people try to judge you by who you was raised by. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be raised by your real parents and your step parent. You know what I'm saying? Your real mom
and your real dad.
Your real dad. Real mom, stepdad. You know what I mean? But he touched me more than
Your real dad.
my
did.
real dad ever did.
Because you already lost respect for you already lost respect from your real dad.
Man, but
I
really-
grew out that shit a long time ago. My stepdad died 2015 July.
Well,
4th.
but the whole thing about it though is you said your stepdad put more on you than your real dad
Yeah.
did. So the whole thing about it though is the respect for your real dad was already gone.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, your stepdad stepped in to show you what a real man was supposed
Yeah.
to be and take care of his family.
Yeah.
Well, if man, like this kind of goes back. I've been thinking about like the whole thing about the camp that brought me to it was like, what the whole saying is it takes.
She said Cedric Benson apparently is throwing a camp out here.
Oh, okay.
That's what Susan.
Well, that's
Babe-
what. See,
that's
and,
what
then there you go.
Susan-
Talking about giving back to the community in the NFL. That people should go to
That's I'm not. She said that's who CB was. That's who she was
Okay.
referring to.
that. Okay, but see, like going back to this and say, what I'm saying is,
was right.
it takes your dad, your mom, your dad, your mom, my dad, my mom didn't just raise me and
Yeah.
you and you.
Yeah, they raised others.
The earth did. It takes a village to raise a child.
Boy,
when
the
we
whole
go-
community
when we,
did.
When we go to school, teachers,
The hood
principals,
did. Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Your product, your
That's for
environment,
sure.
Everything.
Think about actually how much time you spent with your parents. Genetically, we know we're born. We're connected to them. We just that's that special thing you have with your parents. You know that their words more
I
important
could
than
say
most.
it's 50-50. Because
Yeah.
like you said, it's
I
could say it's 50-50 because it's not like you be with your parents every day,
No,
all
think
day.
about it, but
At
you're
a certain
school,
age,
you're school. 8 hours a day.
Exactly.
You're only with and at that. When are you with your even after school? You might only be actually interacting with your parents for an hour that night.
You will only know what your parents go through if you're going through it right now.
So like
You
we're
go to work, you come home, you do what you got to do
yeah,
for your kids, you got to do
your
for
parents. Yeah, they
Yeah.
raise you. You see what they do.
Yeah.
Like, well, see when I always think what I'm trying to think of like we're getting softer. We're raising our kids softer, right? So my grandpa wanted his dad to do better. and she wanted me to do, you know. So I want them to do better. So, but I got to change. I got to find all the good things my dad taught me, the way he raised me, and then things that maybe I feel like he lacked in.
Yeah.
Well, I think most of our dads, a generation that's that tough shit, they don't express things that might happen to you or feelings that could happen to you or things they might go through as you kind of see it coming into their life.
Yeah.
So I when things hit me in my head, I tell my son, my daughter, this and this and this might happen. I try to be so that they're more enlightened to what like they're thinking. They're using their brain. They're they're not just getting up and going, okay, I need to be like this because they said so. It's like, no, like, you know why I do this? This person does this and that. I tell them exactly how I feel, like in depth, tell them what I'm feeling.
Well, Nadia Cole has something to touch on that too. She said, but now young parents don't want other people to say anything to their kids.
Yeah, see, and that's it. And I was going to say,
see, look, I'm not gonna lie, man. At first, when I was with my fiance, I didn't like that because we only get our kids like 5 out of 6 days,
right? You know what?
And then I didn't like her saying, but now, man, listen. My fiance is a great mother. She's a great fiance and she's a great girlfriend.
But she proved it. She had credit.
Yeah. There you go. She proved it to me. She proved that she actually cared about my kids, just like
right.
And see, it's a big difference when they try to bring on a woman in your kid's life instead of just being this hoe and you bringing on different women in your kid's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, like I'm saying, she proved it to me. She proved it to me a long time ago. Well, not just now, but
like she said, man, I was raised on McDonald Street. It was nothing but Mexicans and one black family, and Miss Magana and the lady down the street would whoop your ass if you got out of line. Yeah. Like if you acted crazy.
I had to pick a lady.
But that's the whole thing. That's the same thing with the hood. That's the same thing with the hood.
Well, here's the problem though. A lot of parents. I've known people that would agree with this. Like, yeah, that'd be good. And then their kids go get whooped by somebody. Oh, and they go, you hit my kid? Yeah.
Well, these days.
Well, he's being a little shit.
These days.
But I know people that
there was a Facebook post about that the other day. The kid was acting crazy in the store, and the manager was a white guy, was a black lady, and a black son, and they wanted to kick her out. And then the dude, she was acting, that kid was being.
That lady was always being blatantly.
You see what I'm saying? I think
that's make a scene. Like
that. I think that's where it goes to your topic right there, because at the end of the day, like she wasn't really disciplining that baby. Like at the end of the day, but that's where
because when
that's
what you're saying. Like, well, she's like, if I hit the baby, I go to jail.
That's way past communication. That's
no. That's not even communication, bro. That's not even communication, bro. There's certain situations that a mother can't touch basis on. Let's be real about that. There's a lot that fathers have to put a hold
that's a
on
fact.
these kids these days, because a single mom can't be a mommy and a daddy at the same damn time.
There's something.
Exactly. There's something. All that Mother's Day and Father's Day, I'm the mother and I'm the father. There is no way in hell that that's possible.
No. Well, there is none. I agree. I agree. I agree. You can't play both roles.
Well,
can't play both roles.
We're not equipped to be moms fully, and a woman's not equipped to be a dad fully.
Yeah.
But no, they are. I mean, any single parent, you're taking both roles. You got to kind of be softer if you're a dad at some point. Still, if you had a female,
you got to be the same way.
No,
with all the kids.
Well, no. If I have a daughter, if you have a daughter, and you're the only. If you're dad, you know what I'm saying? You got to be extra soft. But then you can't let her. Then you also got to be that dad part where I'm like, no, little girl, you need to be tough now.
Well, women is harder on daughters, and men is a harder on.
We don't have the capability to be that soft.
But the whole thing about it though is, as a man, we're the hardest ones.
Well, period. I think there's something. I think it's binary. There's something genetically in us that, because with my wife, she can get on the kids all they want, and they'll kind of like, and then whatever. But I can walk. I can crack the corner, and they know I'm in the room. It's add attention.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I count to 5.
She's like, what is it? She's like, what is it? What's the difference? I'm like, it's binary. It's just it's something genetically. Like the kids are like, oh, that's dad. And
True.
I mean, it's the same way with animals. All we are is hairless fucking animals that walk on our hind legs. I mean, that's all we are. The males.
But I used to have long hair. I used to have long hair, man. Way down here,
bro. I'm for real. To be honest with you, bro.
I used to have like braids. Like I cut off my senior year.
Man, shut your ass up, man.
You don't believe it?
I don't believe it. We need some pictures. Anybody on Facebook now need to bring up Marlon Jameson's high school.
Hey, let me tell somebody here. Hey, matter of fact, ask Donnie when he come back in here.
We need some factual date. We need some factual statements.
I moved to Houston, 10th grade year, and my 12th grade year I had to cut off to play basketball.
Wow, bro. I don't believe that.
I'm telling you, man. My mom used to braid my hair from 7th grade all the way to 12th grade.
I used to have long hair too, though. I have a ponytail and everything.
I ain't never had no.
But it was serious, bro. It was always done up with all that Verajay.
So he constantly looked like he just got out of the shower. His shirt was wet all the time.
Oh, he thought he was Rico Suave out this month.
No, come on, you guys show you have something to on?
There's a kid in like 4th or 5th grade. He wore that shit, and he would like. He didn't mean to do it, but he'd turn his head to look at stuff, and it would just.
It just wave, hitting you out. Yeah, man, mom's like right here.
And it reminded me of like 80-20, like gear oil, because once it was stuck on you, that spot was forever kind of greasy the rest of the day, and it always smelled. I'm like, you You motherfucker, what is that stuff?
Bro, man.
And when you're kids, you don't even know what that is. You're like, why does this hair dry up?
Yo, hair products these days, girl. Boy, I tell you what, these women are taking over the game.
They're not taking over nothing. Men got more hair products than women.
Well, nowadays,
You-
yeah, because
Hey, well, here's the thing.
every
Hey,
salon now
let me
you
tell
got
you
look,
homo no disrespect
I was fresh out, man.
LGBT.
I had a big ass ball.
I don't want to violate nobody on Facebook right now, you know what I mean, because we are live. But the whole thing about it though is the LGBT community is really taking over.
What's that?
They're for gays, lesbian, gays, bisexual, transsexuals, all that.
Man, listen, you gotta let everybody be who they want to be.
Hey, but
I'm not judging nobody about what they do.
That percentage is literally like 2 or 3%.
Yeah,
It's like,
No,
it
it
ain't-
ain't 2 or 3%, bro.
No, it's
I could probably-
Kyle. It's
I don't
2 or
think
3%
so,
who actually bring it up.
But
it's
the
a bunch.
The LBG, like,
who
it's
don't
a
say
bunch.
nothing about it.
It's a bunch, bro.
Well, but,
Yeah,
but,
sure.
he's
bunch,
talking,
bro.
but he's talking about like the actual out in the open. It's like 3. It's like really small. We looked at it's really small. I can Google it.
You
probably.
really think so, bro?
Let's Google it.
Are you for
Can we
real?
Google it?
Look, let's be real, Kyle.
Google it.
On a Kiss House Cool, I do not think it's 3%, bro, because
We're Googling it.
LGBT is taking over the fashion community. They're taking over the way people dress. The way it's
Man, can't
they're
nobody try to tell me how to
they're
dress for
forcing
shit.
they're forcing a lot on
that shit is impossible.
society right now.
No, you can't
you
force
go.
nothing on nobody.
Well,
Everybody's their own human being.
hey, I'm
can't force nothing on
talking
nobody.
about from what I've been seeing here.
Exactly,
lately.
yeah, from what you've been saying, but I'm saying you surround yourself by who you are.
Nah, bro. Don't do me. Don't do me. You can suck my nigga. Don't do me. Don't do me. Don't do me.
Hey, you
I was about to go ham on you, bro. Don't do me.
Look,
Don't
here we
do
go.
me.
Here we go.
hey, listen.
Here we go right here. LBG demographics right here.
But you surround yourself by who you are. Gay ass nigga.
Fuck you.
It's very, very small. Hold on. This is
Bro,
what I'm
listen,
doing.
I don't care about
I don't care.
how nobody want to be. You can be you want to be a man, you be a woman or what. I don't care. Just don't cross me with that bullshit.
Here.
Susan, don't
Here
be
you go.
dead.
Here we go. Here we go.
You feel me, man? 'Cause I ain't with that.
Less than 1% of American homes. The Family Research Report says around 2 to 3% of men and 2% of women are homosexual or bisexual.
Yeah,
I
that's
told
what
you.
I'm saying.
I just read this. I'm telling you, bro.
This is as of when?
But hold on, listen. But what I'm saying is, you can't
2002.
judge a book by its color. 'Cause
That's
you don't know what they've been
2002,
through.
bro.
It's the latest of it. Probably the latest.
That's 2002, bro.
Let's see if 2018.
That's 16 years ago, fam.
Hey, Kyle, because
see, I hadn't
2018,
changed
Kyle,
it.
you got Jason here.
Don't do me.
hadn't
Don't
changed
do
that
me,
much.
nigga. Don't do me.
I hadn't changed
Don't
that
do
much.
me. Don't
You got
do
Jason.
me. No, I'm gonna get some of this.
Hey, you got Jason. Damn, want to be half.
Bro,
Jason
stop
has
disrespecting me.
Jason-
Can you
Jason-
talk in the mic and get out of here?
Jason half
Why
straight.
you so fucking close, nigga?
Jason
Back the
half
fuck
straight
up.
and half gay. So
Yeah.
we don't know.
Look,
But
bro, don't do that.
anyway.
Nigga, I'm not the one with the tight ass shirt on, fam.
Oh, but hey,
You wanna
hey,
start that shit?
Hey, but let me piggyback. Let me piggyback off the
Say,
tight,
man,
the
everybody
tight
know.
shirt
Everybody
thing.
know my clothes stay fit.
But
And
what I
the
don't-
other way
Ain't nothing
around.
wrong with that.
What I don't get is I've noticed there's a lot of like shit. How did I say
Hold
this?
on. Before you say, I know you about to say.
Put the cameras up.
Yeah, no.
you gotta
I
see
was just about to
yourself?
say.
I just
It's a
wanted
difference.
to make
It's
sure.
a difference between a grown man dressed like a grown man and then these kids with these tight ass jeans on. You understand me?
Bro,
Well,
I
no,
seen
no,
a
let me
picture
just-
the
let me
other
tell you,
day.
like-
I seen a picture the other day. There was 3 black kids wearing crop tops.
So,
Hey, well,
I was
blame
like,
Kanye.
bro,
Well,
blame
no,
Kanye.
no, it ain't Kanye.
Bro,
Man,
what
you
the-
can't blame
the
Snoop
hell?
Dogg for that shit.
No, you can't blame nobody for that.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
can.
It's just how it is. No, it's culture. Like
So who brought Fila back? Who brought Champion
I
back?
don't know, bro. I don't go. I mean, I don't sit
Who
there.
brought
And
Tommy Hip? I don't know who brought Tommy Hip
I
back.
don't.
Whoever did, I'm
I don't.
happy.
I don't watch World Star
I
Hip
gotta
Hop or
have-
fashion news. I don't know who brings the fads back. But
Man,
I'm
listen,
saying
these kids ain't got enough time in the day. Like these kids is so worried about doing other shit, having kids and other stuff that they ain't worried about
What's up?
watching
man?
TV. So you can't sit there and say bring up TV and it's
Well,
not-
that's
no,
why
no.
I
I'm just
said-
saying it's
but
cultural.
that's why- that's why I
it's
said-
cultural. It's just people start wearing a certain thing. Like you go to different states and
But
cities and clothes. We dress totally different than people in California do. We're totally different. You know, their fashion is completely different.
That goes
New
that
York-
goes without saying.
It's just where you're from, but like I just think it's in I guess say cultural. It's generational. It seems like men are getting a little more feminine.
That's
And
that's the
it's
damn.
not. It's not okay
you
to be
damn sure
allowed.
right.
Like I'm an offensive.
Men been feminine.
Nigga, you
Hey,
family.
look at your knobs.
Look at your hairline.
You can scoot over there.
He
Hey,
wanted
Come over
Hey,
here.
come on, sit over there. Come and sit over there.
Y'all just scoot the chairs down.
I got your best friend. Here you go.
Just scoot the chairs down. Just scoot all 3 of them down. He can sit right in the corner, so y'all get both on that mic right there.
No. That's
How deep are we in this
Bring
thing?
that chair. Bring that chair over there.
Yeah, just scoot them on there. Or just hop up, Jay. Just hop up, Jay. Jay, just stand up and just shuffle them. Y'all grown.
Here, take that chair. Give that chair to Mom.
What the fuck you got?
You can turn that mic kind of straight.
What's going on, man? What's the fuck going on?
Look, Donnie in the building now.
Yeah, there's Donnie. Donnie been back. He been in and out. Hey, Donnie, when you talking to that, you got to get kind of close.
Yeah, to the mic.
Like within a fist reach or something like that.
Fist reach.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's Donnie. Me and Donnie was having some real dope conversation
What up,
before.
fam?
Donnie came in here. Donnie walked in because he thought Jason was gonna be a white dude and I was gonna be a white dude, and he wasn't about to let Marlon just show up.
He didn't know who Jason was. Everybody called me New York, so.
Not true.
Well, I was talking to Marlon when he pulled up, and he was like, "We're here," and I keep hearing a voice in the back. I'm like, "Oh, Jay's with you already?" No, I got another buddy with me. I was like, "All right, cool." I was like, I didn't have enough mics. I was like, "Fuck." And then he came in here, and right when Donnie walked in, now me and Donnie are probably, I would say, we're pretty much friends at this point. And
That's what's up.
But Donnie came in with the vibe of like, shield up, I'm about to see what this white boy's about. And then
man.
he laid it.
Hey, Kyle is a different white boy. Don't get
He laid it-
twisted.
he laid it
Kyle-
down.
Kyle keeps it funky too.
He laid it.
You feel
But
what I'm
he
saying?
laid it down, and he's thrown his little test out there, and I think I passed him.
Besides that, I'm looking a little crazy right now. I'm a little bit high. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out there. I was just getting
You
high.
had to throw that out
before
there?
This whole thing, I had to let this, I'm high as hell right now.
You had to
That's
throw that
kinda-
out
That's
there.
kind of beside the point, but I want to get back to the issue of what he said. He was talking about something about which way you want me to go, man. Which way you want me to
That
go,
mic
man?
swings. That mic
Which
swings.
way you want me to go?
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Which
to
way
you.
you want me to go?
Y'all just either one.
Right here. You want this chair? Or you
No,
want
he
that
said
chair?
where you want to sit.
This chair?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you have to say.
I just.
Look, hey, man, look,
Let him get the headphones so he can talk. Let him get the headphones so he
Oh,
can
you
talk.
don't even really have to have them. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you don't have to have them.
I'm high.
You don't have to have the headphones. You
Let him
just hear
talk. Let him
yourself.
talk. Let him talk.
I was
You
just
turn the
getting
mic.
high.
You can turn the mic to him.
You interrupting this? I'm high. I'm letting people know this is America. Nigga, where you think we at?
Hey,
Bro, I
that
get
Childish
high.
Gambino video.
Hey, man, I
this
get
is
high.
America.
Hey, what's funny is
Hey,
That Childish
you can see the
Gambino
viewpoint of
video.
somebody that get high,
Boy.
man. But the important issue, it was something being spoke about when I came in from getting high. This is what I heard, so you'll let me know how correct or incorrect I am on the topic. They were saying something culturally about clothing, and they said something about men getting more feminine. Look, come on, bro. Are we gonna talk about the real issues, or are we gonna go back and forth with this schoolyard bickering?
It's just plugged in past.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with the schoolyard bickering. This dude's childish. You know, hey, add your comments below of how childish this guy is, man. You know, if that's true, add your comments of how childish this man is.
Let Donnie speak his
You see what I'm saying? This is the third time we have to say this around this childish individual. You know, but back to the point. You know, he said that clothing and something about culturally how things were a little bit more feminine.
It's more feminine.
It's more feminine. Not true. I mean, if you look at Greek history,
I was about to say that. I was about to say that. I was like,
if you look at you know, the
time.
men in togas, if you look at the wigs and the clog type shoes that George Washington and the presidents with the blouses that they wore at those times, bro, this has already been going on.
you can go deeper than that if you want to. You can go to the point of saying back then, I mean, civilization, like to them was like modern civilization at the time was just pretty much new. Those guys were fucking little boys. They're fucking dudes. Everybody's fucking everybody.
Is it any different than what's going on now?
No, but now we
have not anything,
Well, no,
bro.
no, no,
It's the same as it's been. People like to think that we were this and we were that, you know, but it's the same, bro.
Well, no,
the world has not
now
changed
we're supposed to be
very
civilized, and that's supposed to be civilized. But
They were civilized then.
what all it is really, if you really think about it, it's just an ideal.
Well, the whole thing about it though is, you know what?
If you
To
think
be
about it, it's
saying
just
that,
an ideal.
you're
It's
saying-
you saying, it's like saying, you say it's okay to, like the Greeks, you're Napoleon. No, it's okay to fuck little boys and my soldiers in the ass.
But-
and you say, no, it's not. It's
Not
but who's to say you're right?
But okay, let's be real. Hold on. At the end of the day, though, I think to piggyback off what Donnie said, I think it's been around, but it's elevated now.
yeah, I agree with
It's
that.
elevated a lot more to where it's being more like shown.
Well, I agree with that because look, like what's like this thing is like like the mass shooting thing. It's just a human thing. Like mass shootings, somebody when they see those mass shootings, when they see that thing on the news that says, body count 13, some people get excited about that and they're like, I want to do that. They aspire to do that.
Are you out of your mind? Did you just say that we don't see niggas shooting people up? Okay, I was just.
No. But all I'm saying,
everybody is shooting everybody.
No, but all
Everybody
no,
shooting.
but what I was,
niggas every
but what I
day.
was,
It
no,
don't matter.
no, what I was trying to get at though.
But they're not shooting. Look, niggas
does it matter?
Niggas is
No,
so
yes,
it matters.
does.
No, hold on.
It matter where they shooting
No.
up.
Well, no,
regardless
no.
of people
No,
getting killed.
but what I'm getting
it
back to-
matters where they're shooting up, whether it's in the hood or it's in the church.
Hold on, Kyle, watch
Are
this.
you out of your mind?
So you think you're gonna get less time for shooting one person than shooting up a whole church? Please tell me right now. I'll wait. No, I'll wait.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I will tell you. I'm not talking about the amount of time that you might get for
okay.
shooting up a church or a school.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, no, bro. No, bro.
You got no comeback with that.
No, you didn't even listen to what everybody was saying. I'm saying you're saying that it's worse that somebody shoot up a church rather than
said
shoot up a
one
school.
person didn't shoot
Bro,
up a whole school.
I'm talking about the fact of
You
human.
said
I'm talking.
black on black crime is worse than shoot up a whole church.
No, bro. What I said was that black people are shooting people. No. I mean, you can rewind the tape. Everybody been watching and listening. This is live. This is live. So this can go back. I never said anything about that. The point I was going to grasp on was the fact that black people are shooting black people, white people are shooting white people. Everybody is pretty much shooting everybody. I didn't talk about the amount of time that anybody was going to get when they shot up anywhere. I was just saying that it's bad to shoot up anything.
Okay, but Marlon was saying as far as mass casualties.
Yes,
But-
he said mass.
Well, no,
We're talking about mass.
I was trying to get back.
What do you mean, mass casualties?
No, I was
The Vegas shooting.
No. No, y'all getting off top. What I'm trying to get at. No,
up right now. I got it.
what I was trying to get at. This all goes back to the.
Hold on, let Kyle talk.
This all goes back to that clothing, the clothing thing. I'm saying is, anytime we're humans, we're stupid. We're fucking. We came from the trees. We're monkeys with no hairs. All we are. We're just easy, simple-minded things that think we're smarter than we are. Now, when we see something that we like,
Joanne was good, sweetheart. How you?
So some people see the mass shooters, and that guy gets turned on by it. He's like, "Ooh, I want to be the next mass shooter." Yep. Somebody sees a guy wearing a tube top or whatever. Well, I want to be something different. It's so hard to be different nowadays. Men have to wear dress clothes, act like
the same
you know what I mean?
way as these motherfuckers
And so
bring up this champion, Fila.
it becomes
and Tommy Hilfiger.
it becomes the thing. Like that's their thing. Like the people that pretend to be medieval time guys that fight that stuff out in the fields and they pretend it. That's just their thing.
Well,
People
but
that
the
want
whole thing,
serial killers. That's
why
their
I said.
thing.
But that's why I said
We're
the
just
shit-
simple-minded,
the game-
tribalistic
the game,
people.
The game has elevated now. Like
Right,
literally.
I agree there.
It's not like it was back in the day, bro. When we was growing up, we didn't hear about mass casualty shootings and mass casualty this and mass casualty that.
Bullying is stronger.
And bullying.
Well, and
bullying is
this
stronger,
that,
and
and
that's
the
what Trump sees
third.
like that.
Bro, bullying was going on, but at the end of the
wasn't
day,
like
people,
this.
it wasn't like the way it is
the
now.
thing- the thing
to
is-
where kids is commit. Well, let me
buddy.
just finish this. To where kids is
got
commute.
another cat right now that-
To where
that's
listen. To where kids is to where kids is committing suicide. To where kids is not being able to stand up for themselves. To where kids is not being able to speak up for themselves. But they just rather hide and scurry under bricks and pillows.
They need somebody. Like goes back to what we said.
And-
They need
and-
somebody
and-
else to take care of it for.
Yeah.
them.
But the whole thing about it though is at the end of the day, how you gonna fight your own battles through life
It's not even that.
if you
So
can't
you try to say
stand up for yourself?
You try to sit here and Donnie, you try to sit here and tell me that we used to beat teachers up and talk crazy to teachers and then just get a referral back in the day. You trying to sit there and try to tell me that right now? Please have a please tell me that I'm lying. But I didn't do that shit. My mama beat my motherfucking
Nigga,
ass.
parents was whooping ass back then.
You good.
Bro, what I'm saying to you is that first to touch on what New York said over here. He said
You ain't gotta have
that,
them all if you want to.
I know I'm listening.
I'm jumping. He said that what'd you say? That back in the day,
that back in
this
the
type
day,
of
you
said
get-
kids
you
didn't used to
get
get bullied
chill.
like this.
Well,
and stuff
no,
like
I'm
that.
saying it
They
wasn't.
didn't. They didn't.
It-
He's
it-
just saying all the
Bro, let me first of all let me
Kids,
explain something to you.
listen. Kids were getting bullied,
He just said
but
all
at the
the
end of the
craziness
day,
getting escalated.
kids wasn't getting to where we would commit
I want you to
suicide.
watch this. I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this.
We wasn't raised to be so fucking weak to where we commit
Listen.
suicide.
Exactly.
Over being bullied.
Listen,
Over
I
being
want you to
bullied.
hear that right there. And this is what I say that you'll get a grasp on. The times that we're in now, what people need to focus on is these are the information times. So information is so readily available.
The beginning
and
of
put
it, too.
And put out there. We didn't know
Nah, that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Like
There's not as
back
many.
in the 60s and in the 50s and shit, when black people was getting beat up by the police and shit like that, motherfuckers was on the other side of the world. White people really didn't know that this was going on.
Well, because the only cameras then were the ones on the news.
You see what I'm saying? So now, motherfuckers have been getting bullied since the beginning of time. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
if
Motherfuckers been getting killed since the beginning of time.
Yeah, if
it wasn't widely publicized or documented like that, but that's the way it was, bro. This shit been going on. Motherfuckers been getting killed.
See, here's the like you said, this is the beginning of the information age. Like everybody has these little phones, and we can all touch each other from around the world.
media.
But here's the problem: no one, everybody thinks we're so smart. Really, I swear, I think, and like Joe Rogan talks about this on his podcast. In 10 or 20 years, they're gonna look back on us and go, "Those guys are fucking animals."
Right.
We don't know how to use this yet. We're not using this correctly. I'm sure there's some good way to use it, but the way we're using it now is not the right. We're like. Think about it. We're just like we're just going, look, pretty colors, and like, oh, I can voice my opinion across the world.
Pictures and shit
You know
like
what I mean?
that.
And so
Bullshit
we
like
don't.
But the whole thing about it, though, let's be real, Kyle. Come on, bro. Like, back in the day, bro, we was being raised to stand up for ourselves, despite the situation.
No, that's true.
No matter how deep the situation was, we was taught to defend ourselves by any means necessary. You get hit, you hit back. It's not to where you scurry behind a pillow and think about committing fucking suicide, bro.
There you go.
Are you fucking serious?
Or think about shooting a motherfucking plate.
Who thinks about just offing themselves like that?
Nah,
Let's
offering
fucking be
up a
real
whole
about
church.
that. Like and then
Hey, you hear that cracking
yeah,
noise in your ear?
my bad. And then you go to where you gotta off a whole church, bro. A church?
It's just don't yell. There's
Sorry.
microphones.
But this is the logistics, bro. When we was being raised, bro, niggas wasn't committing mass casualties in churches, bro.
That's all I was saying.
Let's be real.
all I was saying.
They wasn't committing mass casualties in Vegas, bro.
all I was saying.
Let's be real about that, bro. Innocent church people getting killed
but-
by one white dude because he got bullied in school or he felt some type of way about about black people. Like, bro, grow a pair.
But here's the thing
Grow
too.
a pair.
Here's the thing too is people. I keep hearing people like they always refer back to 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 30 years ago. It wasn't like this back then. Well, fuck no, it wasn't. But they didn't have cell phones. They didn't have this. We're supposed to get different. We just have to figure out a better way to guide ourselves through this shit because all that. I mean, he's right. You don't think that back in the 60s and World War II, and even in the 90s, early 90s.
Y'all taking it back
that-
so far though.
Well, let's say early 90s when.
We you talking about like
80s,
now, and then,
90s.
like
Now
80s,
and present
70s.
day.
Well, I'm just saying, no.
Like
I'm
Like
just saying,
since we
well,
was
like he was
born.
saying, this stuff's been going on. It's just the only camera that anybody had was on the shoulder of some news person, and the news is only going to show you what they want to or what they can get to. How many churches you think probably got burned down in some town somewhere because some crazy white kid didn't like black people then either? You probably didn't hear about 15.
That was
You
that
know
was
what?
that.
You
Hold
know
on.
what?
That wasn't because he was being bullied. That was because he was racist.
No. But we're just
Boy,
but no,
that's
no,
facts.
Marlon.
No.
That's facts.
Don't blow it again like that.
no, we're not. No, we're
That's
not talking.
facts.
But
That's
yeah,
facts.
Listen,
Well, that's-
now they doing it because they.
That's that one
they get
specific
bullied.
case.
Back
We're saying in
the day-
general.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
In
why
general.
y'all take it back so far though? Y'all take it back to the 50s and 60s whenever racism was because they was hanging black people because they was racist. Now they shooting buildings up because they were being bullied.
Right.
And felt some
Two-
type of way.
Well, and it's just a totally, it's a
saying.
totally different thing. But and like the thing about it is that the whole people hurt. If someone's gonna hurt somebody due to a race thing,
Yeah.
that's never gonna stop.
But see, if you look at it though,
And that's a fucked up deal, but
if
it's
you look
true.
at all the mass shootings, though, Kyle,
Some people feels that
if
hard.
if you look at all
No,
the
it's
mass
all
shootings,
bullying. It's all bullying,
There
or
you
some,
go.
or some.
It's not
Well, that
racism,
one
though.
guy was the one guy in England that ran all the
Man,
people
that
over.
racism shit with me is out the window.
The guy that ran on the van, he ran like 13, killed 13 people in the
Yeah.
van. You know what it was about? Girls didn't like him. That's the reason he killed all the people.
So
I
they,
got-
so listen,
I got-
they
I got
not
a-
killing people because
That's a
of
good. You know,
racism.
I've never thought about that. If you think about majority of like the bad killings back in the day were probably
Were
for
racist.
racists.
Yeah, and
now it's just
now-
because you're a pussy.
That's what I'm listen, I'm gonna tell you the facts, brother.
I mean,
Because
I never.
because young
Bro.
Jameson gonna go tell you the truth.
No, that's
Bro.
true. I mean, and the guy might have been racist, but he probably got punked on quite a bit too.
just like hold on,
Okay, so
that Charleston shooting. Charleston shooting.
So you telling me that 9/11 was fueled by racism?
What?
9/11.
Whoa!
No, I'm asking,
now
I'm
you
asking.
bringing-
You-
Bro, that, bro, now you doing the most. Bro, 9/11 ain't got nothing to
You going to
do.
war. You going to wars.
Hey, I'm out.
You going to wars. You going to wars. You going to
Whoa.
wars. You going to wars. You going to
Sit
wars.
down.
You going to wars.
down,
Don't be
sit
an
down,
idiot.
sit down,
Don't be
sit
an
down,
idiot.
sit down.
You
Hold
going to wars.
Hold on.
No, you said that
Whoa.
most of the tax and the shit like that was about
Bro, Donnie,
fucking.
Donnie.
You said it was about people being racist.
Donnie,
right?
no. Donnie, attack 9/11 was a
No,
terrorist.
tell me what you're saying first, and then I'll tie into what I'm saying.
9/11
Tell me what you're saying first. No, he telling me. Tell me what you're saying. Tell me about the war
9/11
shit that y'all was just talking about.
We're talking war.
We're not talking about war. We're talking
never
about
once
race
said
war.
You talking about the beefs and shit. You said because you was.
No, we never said beef. We said kids from now and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
back in the day. We was on racism back in the day, and then what's going on now?
No, we were saying like
yeah, we wasn't talking.
we were talking about
war.
like most of like he's saying the mass shootings and stuff
shootings.
today. It's about a kid being bullied. Their feelings got hurt.
Yeah.
And back in the day, when you see like a mass shooting, it's usually because of a racist thing or something like that.
Back in what?
The
day, though?
60s,
mass
the 50s.
shootings, nigga. Wasn't no fucking mass shootings in the 60s and 50s.
No, but
from no
that's-
kids.
That's the point.
Bro, what I'm trying to tell you is that you can't say back in no day.
No.
You can't talk about shit that didn't happen.
But like there was churches burned.
Because you
Okay,
went back
right.
there, brother.
That's what I'm
went back
saying.
there.
You said you talking about the school
We-
shootings in the 70s. Is that what you saying?
No, but I'm talking about like there's
So
churches.
you talking about the school shootings in the 70s and 60s and 50s, right?
No,
Is that
just
what he's saying?
mass killings. Period.
Mass-
Like churches being burned down.
Come on, bro.
Things like that. No, he's saying the mentality of the person that did it back then was the hatred towards something and the mass shooters. Hold on.
Listen to what you're saying. I'm listening to what you're saying.
Hold on.
It ain't deep.
No, he's saying. So the mass killings mostly back then were done towards some sort of hate towards like a person. Like I hate that person because he's black, or I hate that person because of this. Most mass shooters today now like are mad at the world because they're bullied by everybody at school, and instead of going home and either fighting the bully or growing up or getting some ego, getting some self confidence, they shoot somebody.
This is what I'm saying. First of all, I thought he was talking about like mass killings, like what you saying. Okay, time out. First of all, I thought you was talking about mass killings, like what you said. So 9/11 was a mass killing, also known as a terrorist attack. That's why I brought that up. That's time out.
But we're
time
talking
out.
about-
Okay, I know what you're
let me
talking about.
finish.
He just
Try to
explained
explain
that. He just explained that. So that's what I was referring to. First of all. Second of all, okay, when you got to talking about, it was the school shootings and things like that, mass shootings, they were known, by the kids and was done. First, it wasn't no mass shootings back in the 70s, 60s and shit like that. That shit wasn't going on. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the point.
That's the
You said
point
that
we're
could be
saying.
right.
Yeah, he was saying
That's what
the
we're
softness,
saying.
how
Time
people.
out.
He said how culturally we've gotten softer, especially as men. Their feelings.
No, you're not.
Well, somebody's.
exactly
He's
what
saying
I'm saying.
back
You're not
then,
listening.
if some kid in school back in the 60s got bullied, they probably got in a fist fight, and then he went home and sucked it up. And today, the kid goes home, gets a 9mm, loads it up, takes it to school, and shoots the guy.
Or go hangs himself.
Or is that,
Bro,
which is
the
terrible.
reason
Terrible.
that's what I'm trying to say. First of all, you rushing off trying to prove some point, like make something bigger than what it is. You're not doing that. First of all, bro, the reason that this shit didn't go on like that in the 60s and 70s and shit like that, and things were not racially motivated like that,
'Cause they
the
had
schools were
balls back then.
segregated, nigga. Shut up. They were segregated. Especially here in Midland. That's why it wasn't no racially motivated shit. You got to know what you're talking about when you start talking about shit. Midland didn't.
Midland never had no-
Google it.
Midland had no mass
Google it.
shootings.
Google
Midland
it.
had a mass shooting.
Because when were they integrated?
Midland has never had fucking mass shootings since I've been born.
Of course not.
At 30 years.
I think
When did
Miller
they integrate though?
Like 67, I think,
You think so?
Exactly.
or something like that.
Might have
Racism.
been further after that if you Google it right now. Because Midland was one of the last to integrate, and I do know that. I do know that. He's trying to prove something that what he's not proving.
Okay,
Things were
no,
not
no, no,
racially
no, no,
motivated
no,
in
no,
because
no,
whites
no,
were going
no,
to school
no,
with
no,
whites.
no,
And when
no,
they
no,
slowly
no.
did start integrating, this is when the problems and things like that began.
Not really. I mean,
Hell yeah. Okay,
no,
so they integrated.
no. Well, think about it. Think about what you're saying though. Think about what
You're
you're
gonna
saying.
look like an idiot
No.
if you try to say that problems didn't integrate didn't come in school.
Bro,
So
that's
they integrated
bullshit.
easily.
That's bullshit.
No, it was easy when they integrated.
So when you was growing up, how many?
No,
how many?
he's
how
getting
many-
caught.
How many?
He's getting
classes-
caught
I'm talking about in the 60s and
Let me
70s.
say something.
This is a progressive speech. I'm talking about in the 60s and 70s. I'm not talking about when I grew up.
Okay,
I'm
when the
talking.
60s
I'm
and
back
70s.
talking about it in the 60s and 70s when he's talking about. So we're
60s and
there
70s.
first.
No sense.
We're there first.
Fuck the 60s and 70s. I'm talking about when you was growing
Okay,
up.
so now you're gonna skip
When you
part
was
of the
growing up-
conversation.
When you was
You're
growing
gonna skip
up,
part of this conversation.
when you was growing up, how many?
Okay.
How many of your classmates committed suicide?
What you say? 2 or 3 of them, bro. In my class.
I
You
never
gonna tell
had
me I'm
one.
lying?
I I never had one.
Name
Two or
it.
three of them.
Name them.
Man, I'm not gonna name that man. I'm
Name
not gonna
him.
name that
Name
kid.
him.
I'm not gonna name that man's name on.
Name him, and I'll Google.
I'm not gonna name that man's name on no podcast like that, bro. That's completely disrespectful.
Why not?
But that's true,
You putting it out there,
man. You
How
asked
old
me
are
how
you
many.
right
I'm 32 years old.
Okay, and I'm 35.
But you asking.
In my-
So
in
basically,
my-
what you're
in
saying
my
is that
class-
somebody. What you're saying is that somebody that committed suicide is a pussy.
Whoa.
Is that what you're saying?
Nobody-
No, because
What?
yeah. See, don't be
Bro,
stupid.
you're digging way too
You niggas
deep,
been
bro.
stupid. That's why I don't have conversations
doing-
like this.
you
but
doing too
I'm not
much, Donnie.
doing too
Bro,
much.
you doing too much,
You
Donnie.
can't look good on camera, bro, because you can always rewind this shit.
What do
back
camera got to do
and
with
look at it.
anything?
This ain't got nothing to do with camera. It's
You're not
speaking
making
logic.
sense. You're not making sense.
You not
asked-
making
you asked
sense.
me how many people committed suicide. I told you 2 or 3. You was like, oh, what did that mean?
Versus-
What did
versus-
that mean?
versus
Tell us-
how many
tell the
that's
camera
going on
what
right
that
now?
meant. Tell the camera what it meant when you asked if how many people committed suicide in my class. I told you 2 or 3. You were like, oh.
Because what?
Did that
Because
mean?
of what, though?
What did that mean? It
Kyle,
don't matter what they
Kyle.
committed suicide for,
Come
nigga.
on.
What did that mean? What did it mean when you scoffed at people killing themselves? What did that mean?
Because they getting bullied.
Come on, bro.
If they getting bullied?
You don't know what's happening in their house, who bullying
Oh,
them, or what's
oh,
going
okay.
on.
Well,
Hey,
these
your,
days-
your lack of compassion for what people go through, that's idiocracy. So I don't look too dumb on camera now, partner.
Camera ain't got to do with this
That
shit,
nigga
my
asked me
nigga.
how many people committed suicide on
Idiocracy.
camera. and he was like,
Idiocracy. Idiocracy because niggas can't stand up for themselves because they scared because they don't want to fucking defend themselves getting bullied by somebody else.
Hey, on God, everybody can't defend themselves, bro. And you know that. Some people just weak, some people ain't got it. Me and you got it. We done been there, we live that. But you know everybody can't stand up for themselves. That's why they got a
Well,
police
but
force.
the whole thing about it,
That's
though,
why
is
they got a police force.
everybody had to learn.
Women get bullied. Women get bullied by men. Women get bullied by women. Some women can't stand up for themselves, so they just.
Kyle, I'm
they
with you.
just
I'm
what?
lost.
Yeah, you gotta be lost.
I don't
bro,
know what's
you gotta
going on.
You gotta stay here.
No, because
It's a
bro,
conversation.
What up,
you-
Chaz? What's
bro,
good,
you-
boy?
Bro, you
He got
Are we
lost
linking
in
up or
he
what?
said, he
Fam.
did. That's what he did.
All right, fam.
Yeah, it make perfect sense.
Bro, you,
Don't say nothing. So going back to what you saying.
I'm done talking
Now,
about
mass
that.
shootings is what you're talking about. I know what you done with the conversation.
Yeah, because you ain't making no sense, fam.
Like, come on, make perfect sense. It's on the podcast, bro.
It is on the podcast,
Yeah,
but still,
hey,
the whole
hey,
thing
hey,
about it though
hey,
is
all the time- hey, all the comments gonna
he
bring
said
me
he's
show.
lost, and what do you want us to do?
Hey, we started talking about.
Kyle said he's lost a long time ago.
I looked up and there's so much yelling going on. I couldn't take it.
Boy, you thought
Man,
we was
listen.
bad that day.
I shut it off.
Listen,
shut
bro,
off the-
all I'm saying, man, is people should raise their kids to defend themselves, and if you can't, then you go home and tell your parents.
Here's the thing about defending yourself. If you can't defend yourself, I do like this. I got this whole saying because there's been times I'm 225-pound dude. I'm pretty tough. I'm very confident in my fighting abilities. But there's times I've had my ass whooped, so I couldn't defend
Yeah.
myself against that person.
and then take the L
but
like a man.
I say I'm
We
never.
take the L.
But like I tell my son, I say, son,
We take the L.
I say you can't be scared to give them or get them. So there's something to be said about saying no. Yeah. Let's just say. Here's the thing: is that let's say.
I didn't say for what.
Well, let's say I'm getting bullied or a bully's coming, give me your money, whatever
Bet.
whatever he's doing.
Chaz, I'll see you there.
And you tell him no. Even if he beats you up, even if he takes that money, even if he gets what he wants to come to get, but you told him no and you resisted,
We'll see what's up.
you still carry a little bit of that pride that you have for yourself the next day, and a little bit of his got chipped away because he knows, well, this one kid folded up on me. He folded up on me. But this one over here, yeah, I got the money. Yeah, he cried and shit, but he told me no, and he fought until I took it from him. So eventually, he'll get tired. Bullies are punks. I mean, real bullies. But they're punk. They're soft. And after they're like, I'll just not fuck with him no more. Even though I can get what I can, because I'm bigger than him. I have to. Yeah, because he'll quit fucking with the guy that even if he gets what he wants from him, he has to fight for it. He's like, man, I'm gonna go fuck with this other punk. So you're right. You're right. What you're saying on. Yeah, we're still alive. And you're right on what you're saying of being. And I'm actually the one that said. Quit being a bitch by killing yourself, and I've had a very good friend that killed himself, and I found him.
Facts.
And I'm not saying, and I shouldn't say the word bitch. It's just what I said at the time. It's at that moment in your life, you're weak of mind, and you're weak of soul, and you're weak of heart.
There like a day before all this shit happened.
See, but you're weak of mind, and you're not a bitch, but you're just weak. But what I'm saying is, you have the fortitude inside yourself without anybody's help to not do that and to get better and to change your situation. But
all we was saying was, it's
I know what you were saying.
It's different. It's different between then and now, though.
Right.
I never once said. Nothing.
Well, the problem is
I'm
then
saying mass shootings didn't happen back then. Man,
When we was growing up,
they did. They happen now, though. because I mean, you got people.
I
you got
really
people
and I
who
really
raise
and
their
I,
kids and they
it's not it's to raise their kids, but it's also think about this like we were saying earlier. I don't know if you're in here for this, but this phone, it's on everybody's. And even if your kid don't have one, guess what? They're gonna go to school and Tommy's gonna show her the titties and the dick and the balls.
Stop sending dick pics if your dick ain't big enough.
Wait, and he's gonna be showing the videos of the mass shootings and the killings and all the crazy stuff. And these other kids see that shit and it kind of glorifies it in a way. They're kind of like, oh, okay, well that's normal. Shooting, like our kids are gonna grow up thinking school shootings are a normal thing. It's just kind of what happens. Every 6 months, somebody gets shot up. But we didn't think that's so crazy to us. But in 10 years, the way it's going, our kids will be like, no, that's what happens. The kids are conditioned to that, so it makes it easier for the future or anybody nowadays to do crazy shit because it's like, oh, it's all right, it just happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
SWAT team weak as fuck.
That's
the whole point.
SWAT team weak as fuck.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the justification that we're trying to state.
Yeah.
This generation these days is soft. Like they're to the point where you can't go to school and defend yourself if a bully is even pressing you. Like you can't even speak up.
But
to the point where you can say
soft
something to him
because there's no dads involved in his life.
Nah, see, and
that's another thing.
But that's the thing is, yeah, man. There's some people that don't know how to do that shit. For real, I met them.
Man,
and
that goes.
But listen, and it's true.
That goes back to his. That goes back to him.
But here
that goes back to him.
But here, you shouldn't gloat in your spread of knowledge. You shouldn't do it.
Bro, how you gonna? And then another thing, this gonna be a step deeper. What you don't want to go? How you gonna tell people how to handle shit?
I never said that shit.
No, I'm talking to
No, he's saying me. He's saying me. That's fine. I'll take the L. But the whole thing about it though is
your parents are not like my parents. Your parents might.
I said that shit way earlier in the podcast.
Hold on.
Went off on a tangent and lost y'all on. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on.
I'm saying, bro.
Hey, hold on. First off, you are the most insanely
loud,
aggravated high person I've ever seen in my life.
And you thought I was bad.
No.
He needs to go hit the joint again. Because he is. You smoke weed or meth? Was it meth or weed?
Hey, not aggravated high, bro. Just passionate about what I'm saying,
bro.
Man.
That's the same thing that goes to us.
Due to ignorance on certain beliefs, bro.
Whoa.
And you see how sensitive they is? They tell people how to handle stuff. Folks, we're talking about bullies. Remember, we talking about bullies. Apparently, I'm verbally bullying these dudes because they so sensitive with what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna
comment on that. They're so sensitive with what I'm saying.
He's
a big dude, but they're so sensitive. I called him, whoa, come on, chill out, bro. This is a conversation.
How you doing?
This is a conversation.
You know something I'm starting to learn and try to practice myself to be more knowledgeable and be the smartest person in the room.
That's the same thing.
Let me is when people are having a conversation, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and I want to be the last one to speak, and then the first. So everybody that does these podcasts, I always notice everybody's in a jump to get at these microphones to get their word out, and in doing so, all the jumbles you're lost. All that shit you're spilling out is lost in the battle of words.
Yeah.
Sit back, let the words flow, and let your time shine. And then when your time comes, be eloquent and be smart and just be smooth and soft talking, and it'll get the point across. It says in the Bible,
you gonna get religious on us?
I'm just saying where we were earlier.
You gonna get religious on us?
It says
is that where we going?
No, it says.
I noticed they didn't comment that was too deep. Like you gonna get religious on us right now?
To fear loud and boisterous people.
And you are right. But you know what? You know one thing I don't worry about is that we did come back to a point that I commented on. The truth is gonna hold weight.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? The truth, and I mean that's all I can say, bro. The truth is gonna hold weight. So New York, to go back to what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
You talking about certain people that might have shot up schools. I don't condone bullying. I don't agree with bullies. I don't agree with any kid that shot up a school or a church or anything like that. And I'm not defending them. The only thing I would probably try to shed light on is that we don't know what his parents was like. His parents might not have been like your parents. Your parents seem to have been good, God-fearing people that raised you in the right way and how to handle bullies and handle situations like that. Everybody's parents didn't do that for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, but hey, check this out though. Here's the thing: is it doesn't always have to go to the parents. At some point, at a certain age, we're all men or we're all women. At some point, at a certain age, you're gonna run into a person that's lived with parents or with somebody that's taught them the right way, and you're going to hear their words.
Hey.
But it's up to you to be
Make
smart
me one
enough
too.
and have the
I'll come
discernment
and
to
get
know to what if you're going to grab that knowledge
Whatever
and
you
learn
drink
from
and
a
double up.
stranger.
Kyle, I said it way earlier.
You know what I'm saying?
right?
Or you're going to learn from a stranger
I
a
need that.
lesson that you probably like say
Miss Turner.
say you were raised in a bad way and you stole your whole life, right? You just that's
We
how you
about to
made it.
change
That's how
that
you
last
ate.
name, Miss Turner.
And I'm telling you right now, if somebody lived a kid had to make his way and eat, and to eat he had to steal, I have nothing wrong with him. But let's say he gets to a point where he's old enough to get a job, okay, to make money, to provide for himself. And he starts hanging out with these people that all work and they all have jobs and they all do what they're supposed to do. And he knows this. He sees this. He sees it happening,
I
but he's
bet.
still messing around, getting in trouble. But he sees these people, and he has just the ability to start, and it might not be as good a job as they have right off the bat, but
Watch.
they've already been doing it because they're, unfortunately, his upbringing put him behind. But so he sees this. He now instead of
Upbringing does not
no.
have nothing to do with how you are as a
No,
man.
no,
Yo.
it does.
It doesn't.
No,
Kyle,
man.
Kyle, listen.
Hey,
Kyle,
what is he
Kyle,
laughing at? Is he laughing
Kyle,
at?
No, about
Oh.
the feed,
Kyle,
not
Kyle.
you.
Oh, hey, well,
you can be raised a certain
No.
way, but you're gonna turn out
bro,
differently.
But I understand. But here's what I'm saying. We're saying
That's hold on.
Miss Ducrepin.
That's
hey.
that's just like Jay-Z being
No.
raised poor. He turned out rich.
Yeah,
so,
but no.
so your upbringing don't have
you,
nothing to do
yeah,
with
but
who
you
be
picked
when
out
you're
Jay-Z.
18.
But you picked out Jay-Z, one in a million. No, what I'm saying is,
I picked that Marlon
hey,
Jameson.
Hey, no, you remember how you get mad at him for yelling?
I'm a
over you?
gangster.
No, listen.
I'm just
Listen. If you're a child and you were raised up in an orphanage and you had shit foster parents and you had to steal to get food, steal to get everything you had your whole life, that's all you knew.
Yeah.
Is to steal. That's all you knew.
So you
and
think-
then,
so
okay,
you think he gonna go steal?
no. Well, now I told him you become a man of 8. You're old enough now to get your own money to get a job. You can go get money, and you hang out with these people. All of a sudden, they have jobs,
Yo.
and they're doing good, and they're taking care of business. And you're like, but you're over here stealing,
Hey,
getting in
you
trouble
already
with
know.
getting in trouble with the law and stuff
I
like
not
that.
say that earlier? You are who you hang around.
No, but listen, and
I said it earlier in the podcast.
But
You already
I'm,
know.
I'm a thief hanging out with hardworking people that don't steal now.
Exactly.
But my whole life I've had to steal to survive.
Yeah.
So my upbringing, mate, that's all I know.
That's
No.
just-
Let me
that's just like-
finish.
okay.
Now I know that I can get a job, but let's say the job I can get though probably isn't as well paid as the friends that I'm getting influenced by. So that could be a deterrent. Like, oh fuck that, I keep stealing. But because my upbringing put me behind them, because their upbringing let them already jump in that $10 job. You know what I'm saying? And to get to where they are now. So, but instead of going, fuck that $10, I'm gonna keep stealing, and then end up in prison or something, or maybe you make a million, who knows?
Yeah.
Or go. What I'm saying is, it's not always the parents. I seen these people do this. I can do it too.
And get away with
I
it.
just need to choose that
Yeah.
instead of choosing what I've been doing. I'm tired of what I've been doing, but it's up to me to choose that. So in the end, when you become a certain age, it is 100%. Until a person, and I'm trying to do this in my life.
What does the Bible say? Once you get a certain age, you reap what you sow.
Yeah. Well, like you need to.
What'd he say? What'd you say? Repeat that again?
When you become a certain age, when you become an age that you can take care of yourself, you have to have extreme ownership of everything you do. It's the truth. You need to have extreme ownership of everything you do. Once you get to a certain age, you can't say when you're 19, 20 years old and you've been getting locked up here and there for the same things over and over again. You can't say, well, it's because I did this and this. It's like you're telling me you haven't bumped into none of these people. Look, this officer goes.
You can't blame who raised you by who you are.
Well, at a certain point, you can say,
Fact.
I can look at you and go, no, dude, you're 26. You've been in the free world long enough to see that there is a way to do it. You're like, yeah. And I'd say, no, I'm not saying it's incredibly hard to turn everything around.
It ain't gonna do it, man.
But if you want to have something good or have what you think you want, I mean, these things you're talking about that are nice and you see that you want, but you just want to try it. If you don't start, it ain't never gonna happen. You're gonna stay at where you're at. Yep. You have got to go, fuck it. And so there is a point where your upbringing, where you come from, it does hinder you. And I'm a white dude. I know, dude. I came from my dad. I worked in the oil field. He did this and this. I followed his steps. I jumped out of high school, got in the oil field, made good money. Yeah. I make good money now. And I've met a lot of friends that didn't have dads that I've worked with. And like, well, shit, I'm just going, man, fuck that. I want to, if I could get paid like you, but I ain't trying to do that shit. Or I ain't trying to do all that hard work. Well, I'm like, well, dude, I roughnecked and I did this for a long time before I did this. Yeah, but shit. I'm like, so you didn't see that part. And since now you're a little bit behind me on the same age, but what happened was they never had somebody to go, hey, dude, check this out. This is how you get to that job. No, because they would tell me, bro, before they go, well, give me on. How many friends I have? Give me on. Well, I'm like, or they'll tell me, how do I get on? I'm like, this and this. They literally do not know how.
Listen. people who always talk about their upbringing, turn them to who they is. Like you know, people say, "Oh yeah, I seen the 24s. I want to be the one that's on 24s." Man, you a goddamn lie. I don't try to hear that shit, man. I wasn't one that did that shit. I'm not trying to speak about everybody else. I mean, you got people who want to be this. You got people who want to be that. Man, my brother started from nothing. He had a mama who raised him, and then he had his own shit. Clunk and man, Sherman James ain't trying to.
But Sherman saw.
That's what I'm saying.
But Sherman was around a lot of rich white people, wasn't he, in his high school days?
He started off with nothing. That's what I'm saying.
But he it goes
He
back
chose
to
he chose his route.
exactly
As a man.
But he could have stayed doing what everybody thought he should do.
Exactly.
Or what he was gonna
That's
do.
what I'm saying. So did I. So did my younger brother, and so did my older brother. You see what I'm saying? Like you choose your own route as a man. That's why I've been saying this whole time.
No, and I agree
podcast.
with you 100%.
You choose your own route, and that route you choose is that route you gonna always be.
I agree.
Like either you gonna be a
Not
man.
really. Not really. That depends.
bro.
That depends. That depends on your mentality and your mind frame, bro. Because if the route that you choose, if you don't get better from it, then you don't see no benefits from it.
Well, here's the
Like
thing.
at the end of the day, though.
Hold on. So you trying to tell me if you chose to be a drug dealer because your dad is a drug dealer, sometime in life.
What's the ending road? What's the ending
You
road
turn
for
around?
drug? Yeah, you can turn around. That depends on you as a man, your character.
Did I just say that? Now, did I just?
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
I
you're
just
right.
say that?
No,
exactly. You put me right.
But
I'm
but
just
here's
saying.
but here
y'all keep
but
me right. Y'all got it.
here's what I'm saying. Now here's what I'm saying about what you're saying. Like if you're seeing no benefit from something, then you need to quit.
You change it.
But no, here's the problem. Sometimes, especially our generation, not just the younger ones, my generation is real bad about it. If we don't see it fast enough, we're like, I'm done with this.
real.
But I ain't gonna lie, I was like that.
And it takes 5, 10. The people that most of us look up to that modern society thinks successful, the rich and famous.
So it took years for
They're
them
all
to be
40s and
successful.
50s. It takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
And you should
it's not gonna happen overnight unless you really, really in the game.
you're gonna have
like
to if you
It
really
ain't about to be in the game, and even if you're in the game, you're gonna get caught.
well,
So either
just-
you take the straight way or you take the narrow way. You make a left or you make a right.
true. I'm gonna tell you like
can have-
this.
you can-
If you're gonna do
Frank Lucas, for example, Frank Lucas was the richest man alive. He killed people. He did this. He paid cops off. What he do in the end? Snitched.
Go to jail.
He snitched and went to jail and got 15 years because he was a hoe.
but
He
well,
snitched. I mean, like, bro, y'all.
yeah, exactly. You can go that road, or the road to be as rich as he is the right way is a way harder fucking road, and it's gonna take a lot
Hold on.
longer, and you eat a lot of shit.
Trey Jackson. Everybody faced with different circumstances. Can't speak for nobody for everyone. I was speaking for everyone,
Right.
so I was wrong for that. But what I'm saying is, you are raised a certain way. Then once you grow up, you gonna always choose your own path.
That's the truth. That's what I'm saying. But
Obama.
Obama
was not raised in a white picket fence, but he chose his own path. You want to Google it?
he's raised by a white woman in
Man,
Hawaii.
Google that shit.
Yeah, bro.
It
I
doesn't
read
matter.
I've
But
read his book.
He was not.
Obama lived a very nice life.
He did, but what I'm saying is he did not have a route to go be a president though.
No.
But he chose his own route once he was a grown ass man.
But the thing is what I was getting to. That's true, but there's a point. If you come from a place that's shit, and once you get thrown out at 18 years old to the real world, if you came from a place that wasn't shit, okay, you came from a shithole. When you hit 18, you have no credit. You probably have bad credit,
Yep.
and you have no money, and you don't
Yep.
even know how to get a job or balance a checkbook. But you come from a great place. When you get out and you're 18, you probably have good credit because your parents have probably put you on a credit card way ahead of time. You have ample opportunities to get a job because your parents have many connections. You've seen them do it. They've showed you how to go step by step to do it. So you get those jobs.
To touch base
now, to
on
be
that.
this kid coming from shit to end up like Sherman and them, it takes a fucking tough dude to go, dude, fuck this. I don't know what I got to do, but I want to figure it the fuck out.
Well, you see that real quick.
Okay, go.
No, real quick to touch base on that. 'Cause my sister was talking about that when we was in Austin a couple weekends ago. She was like, "We're the first generation, so our parents really didn't have the tools to put us in a better position. But
Right.
at the end of the day, with us being the first generation of the Ducrepins here in the States, it's like now I'm having to mold myself at the same time to be what I need to be for my boys,
Right.
for my boys to be successful in this world that we're living in.
Let me ask you this.
But you
So
know
you
right
see
there,
what I'm
though.
saying? Like my sister was saying that she was touching that base, and I didn't really get it until I was like I had to think about it that night, and then I'm like, yo, she's right.
Your parents put the cement down, and you got to make sure it dries the right way and put the fucking right wood up to make sure
Bingo.
you built the roof.
You see what I'm saying?
So then your kids can. But then the thing is you don't want to build too much of a roof for them kids to be so sheltered when they step outside that rain fucks them up.
That's
But
true too.
Let me ask you this. Let me.
You just fucked the whole I like that shit, baby. I like that shit, baby. I like that shit, Kyle. God damn, boy. You hear me? I like that
I'm
shit,
not even
Kyle.
gonna lie to you. That
I like that shit,
that
boy.
right
You
there,
hear
that
me?
right there,
I like
that
that.
right there is what's up.
Yeah, I like
right
that,
there.
baby. For real. I
That
like
right there
that.
is what's up.
Let me ask you this. I ask you all three on this. This is something I think about all the time because everybody's definitions. There's a lot of the same. I'll go one at a time with you. What's your definition of being successful? Nah, him first.
Go.
Here,
Successful.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say
Successful.
something kind of racist, but I think there's some black folks on here that'll agree with me.
I don't give a fuck about
Successful,
racist shit, man.
successful. To be honest with you, successful. To be honest with you, is longevity and to live a prosperous life.
One word, brother.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's
Commitment.
true too. It is commitment.
Commitment.
It's a lot of commitment.
But
It's a lot of
prosperous
commitment.
how?
It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of motivation.
it's
It's a
one
lot
word
of
that means
it's a
successful.
lot of
Commitment.
it's a lot
Because
of it's a lot of motivation. It's a lot of ambition, and it's a lot of hard work and dedication, bro. Like to be successful these days.
being committed means what?
But-
Hard work, successful.
But whoa,
doing some
okay,
longevity.
Wait, no, but
It's
what's-
one word in it.
What's
Commitment.
but what is success? Like what do you see like when if you woke up in the morning and your day started? What would be
I'm
success?
gonna say right now what a success mean to me. Being like my older brother.
What's that?
Hard work, commitment. It's just one.
I mean, but what?
Being
No,
He's
committed.
talking about
what-
he's
what-
talking
no.
about what success like.
Like what does it bring?
level?
What does it bring? No. What? No.
With the Gucci shoes on. No,
Okay.
just-
No,
no,
But what does it bring you? Like, is it okay? I'll give you an
Bro,
example.
you know
I'll
what?
give you an example
On a
for
kid's
me.
side school,
My-
happiness.
Wait there. My example is
Happiness.
to be.
Happiness.
My example is to wake up
Happiness,
and
bro.
and to control my own day, control my time, and to be at peace.
Happiness.
And to whatever I'm
Be your
doing,
own boss.
I'm interested
Happiness.
in love. Well, not really. I mean, if that's it. But to whatever I'm doing most of my time throughout my day, I'm interested in and happy with, and not so much being my boss. Let's say not working for myself, but let's say it's working in an industry where I'm happy.
Let me ask you a question. When you come home from work, who do you see?
My kids and wife,
What do you do when you do that?
I get happy.
Exactly. So what is it?
Happiness.
Family.
Oh.
Family is being successful.
That's absolutely that's part.
Family.
There's-
So
but
if
the
your
whole thing about it
kids,
though is-
if your kids and your wife is happy, then what are you?
I'm happy. Yeah, absolutely.
But the whole thing about it though is happy. Look, kids and family.
But so it's-
kids and
but
family,
for you
kids
it's not
and fam-
money and a
kids
car
And,
and-
no.
I would
But the
run
whole
with
thing
that.
about it though is kids and families are given.
No.
That's
no,
off top.
Man, no, it's
That's
not.
that's a given,
stupid
bro.
shit.
Not for some
Man,
people.
there ain't
but-
no way.
See, but that's the
Man, you
difference.
stupid.
Nah, bro.
Kids and family is given?
kids and family success. To me,
and
that's
families
that's
a
a
given?
given. That's a given.
So you got
Because
kids right now?
you automatically have to make sure your
Wow,
family is
that's
good,
dumb.
bro.
No.
You automatically have to make
for
sure
us.
your
But
look,
family.
but look,
For me,
He
Hey,
said,
hey, Marlon,
he said what's success.
Marlon.
Everybody don't have that.
Marlon. But he's
Everybody-
Marlon. I'm talking about people in the room. So when there's people in the room, we all know family. Between us, we all know family. There's no
means
reason-
everything.
There's no question between us. So
That's a
I'm just saying
given.
with us,
That's
so-
what I'm saying.
That's
that's
what
a
I'm saying.
given.
So, but success to you isn't money, all this
Exactly.
accolades.
It's family. It's family and kids. So if you come home from work and you happy and your kids is happy and your wife is
So
happy,
whatever,
then what
whatever
do
you take to make them happy, that's you're good. That's
What's
success
up,
to you.
Desiree?
So,
What's good, mama?
So whatever you do in your
Damn
day
right.
that makes them happy, that's your success.
You damn right.
Boom.
Hey,
I'll take it.
I like it.
Listen,
That's good.
I like it. On the kids' side school. What is
I'll take
success
it.
definition to y'all?
I would take
my
from-
Facebook family
from
friends. What is the
my
definition
fiance
of
being
success?
mad at me all the time, then or my
Answer
kids
that for me.
always be mad at me. Then I come home and they all run to me, and then I get a text message from my fiance. Oh my God, I can't believe that you just, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, God,
I'd
what's
rather,
good,
I'd
boy?
rather have them. I'd rather have my family being happy,
Right.
and
You're
then
not
me,
right.
and then me being mean or whatever it is. Because,
What is-
because I had disciplined my
Let's see.
kids.
I want to hear
or
Donnie's.
whatever it is.
I want to hear Donnie. I want to hear Donnie's.
Yeah, no,
version.
no, yeah, hear yours. Hey, no, wait.
No, I
slide
want to
over
hear
there,
your
slide over
definition
there.
of success.
Ooh, hey, listen.
Slide-
Trey said it best. Success is financially happy.
it.
Financially stable.
nah.
Bottom line.
But for him,
No.
for him,
Hold on, listen. So if
it's a part of it.
it is, but if you're not financially
Right.
stable, then what are your kids gonna look forward to? What are your wife gonna look forward to?
Right.
Yeah, but the whole thing about it
take
though
that.
is let's be real about
take
that, man.
I'll take
Some
that.
That's one of the
to
key-
most
one
people
of the
these
parts of it.
days,
I'll take that.
less is more, and less is happiness. to
Exactly,
some.
because more money, more problems.
But the whole thing about it though is not everybody is fortunate like that. Some people are comfortable and happy
Yeah.
in the way they are,
Yeah.
and not being successful and not being financially stable
not- but listen,
and not being this
He
and
asked-
not
hold
being
on,
that.
Well, it's
hold
just
on. He asked the wrong question. The question he should have asked is, what is being happy?
Well, no,
If you're not happy, if you're not happy with life, what are you happy
being
with?
financially stable is part of success.
Susan,
So,
What do you have-
Donnie,
Look,
what's yours, Donnie?
Susan Bays again comments. She said, "Success to her is when you check out and you know you have done your best for you and those around
Hell,
you."
no, they ain't no fucking success.
Hold on, here you go.
Crazy.
Here, hey, this is a good one.
That's what she said.
Hey, check this out. Here you go. I got one.
Are y'all
The
serious?
definition of success is the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
That's
No,
pretty damn
that's
good.
good.
I mean,
That's
that drives. It's a
Yeah.
big, broad. I
That
wanna-
is a broad
For real.
statement.
That's
That's
pretty.
good.
But,
That's pretty broad. That's
Well,
pretty broad.
No, it
That-
ain't
that
broad.
depends-
No, that's the
what,
truth.
but what she did
That
is,
is true,
what,
but
what-
the whole thing about it though is what is your aim and what is your purpose?
what- that's up to you.
Exactly.
That's your
the-
call.
Yeah,
That's your call.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
See,
So
think-
everybody had their own
she-
purpose, and everybody
She
had their own.
took, she took all the little mini arguments out of it by saying that.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
man,
true.
Hey, my bad, man. Everybody.
That's true.
My bad, man. I'm finna tell y'all exactly what success is, man. All right? They gonna love me for this one.
Real quick.
Success.
Real quick.
Hey,
before
real
you
quick.
touch that one. Before you touch that one, because this one's pretty good. She said, "That's right, family first, but family ain't always blood. It's all about loyalty."
Hey,
We're not
look.
talking about that though.
But that's
We talking
that's
about
her
success.
definition.
That's important.
Family had nothing to do with
But
success.
that's
I agree with her.
important.
I agree with her.
That's important.
I agree with
Family
her.
had nothing to do with success.
Hey, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold
I
on.
heard in my life.
Desiree said that. Desiree B.
Dumbest shit I heard in my life.
Hey,
What,
that-
what do family got to do with you being successful?
What do you mean? Why not? What do you mean? What do you mean? Family has anything, bro? Let's be real about the
Hey,
situation.
hold on.
Let's be real about the situation. If your family, like back then, like people
Wait,
with
talking
this
about-
oil
hey.
field,
Talking
no,
about now.
with this oil field shit,
talking
you
about
act like family was. You act like family didn't plant that seed for them to be the way they are right now these
trying to
days
tell you.
in this oil field.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
I'm trying to
It's
tell
all
these
about
niggas, man.
family.
Look, every man in this room know that true success, man. True success, and I mean this, man. True success is like 3:30 in the morning after that club. You know what I'm saying? Like when you leave that club
Let 'em
drunk
talk,
and you
let 'em
get
talk.
and you get an old girl. You know what I'm saying? And she hop in the car with you and she like going to the room or to the house and you know you gonna get that. That's success. That's real success.
success?
That's success.
Hey,
That's true
Hey,
success.
here's the
Hey,
thing.
when you get the,
Yo,
on her back though.
Kyle
On her
said
back though.
that.
When you get to let go on her back.
Success.
God,
Hey,
you stupid
hey,
as fuck,
hey,
dumbass
success.
son.
Hey, success.
Hey,
is whoever-
hey, Aaron Saller, I like what you said, brother.
Success, Aaron.
Success is overcoming every obstacle that they said you couldn't overcome.
Well, hey,
That
good.
I mean,
Hey.
no, that's good though.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Hey, we're
I mean that's good because look. Let's say you was at the bottom of the barrel.
What up,
You
J-Ro?
had everybody. you had
J-Ro
everybody-
Riggins.
You had
Holla at
everybody
your
in
boy.
the family saying that you can do this, you can do that, and you did it.
hey, we're
That's success.
Yo,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
man,
Hey,
appreciate
hey,
it, bro.
We're an hour and 30.
Hey, Tessa, what's good, mama?
He's doing his own podcast on a podcast.
No, I'm
Dumbass.
just, it's the
Stupid ass, dumbass New York ass nigga, bro. Stupid
Hey,
ass
they
New York.
hitting me up on my shit. They not your friends,
Hey, yo,
bro.
hey, Trey
you
Jackson.
doing your own live
Hey,
shit
Trey
too,
Jackson
shut
and
your
Aaron-
dumb ass up.
I'm
Hey,
just answering a question, brother. You got two piece of bitch ass. You better shut your dumb ass up talking to me.
hey, we're
Hey,
Dumb ass up.
hey,
if I slept it. Hey, I ain't had no beers yet.
hey, we're an hour and 36 minutes in.
Hey,
I think we've said it all.
no, not
No,
yet.
we ain't touched
No,
yet.
not
touched-
yet. No,
No,
we just
we ain't
already-
touched politics. We ain't touched sports yet neither.
We've spun around the same subject for like
We
the
ain't
past
touched
45
we ain't touched
minutes.
sports yet. Fuck the
No.
goddamn Cowboys. You
So,
heard me?
I'm
Man,
gonna-
fuck the fucking New York Giants. You
I'm
hear me?
gonna,
Hey, fuck Odell Beckham, gay
shut
ass.
it down.
Yeah.
You hear me?
You guys,
Nah, keep it going.
hell no, we're out of here. It's
And now we got
almost
20
9
minutes.
o'clock.
We got
Hey,
30
now we got
minutes,
20
30 minutes,
we got
30 more
30
minutes,
For
30 more
what?
minutes.
So y'all can
30
scream
minutes.
and make the mics crack.
Who was y'all? These two right here?
Shit.
I'm good.
I didn't say nothing all night. I wasn't really that loud
Hey,
tonight.
hey,
is
hey,
actually
Trey, hey, Trey, bro, listen, man, you got people who always want to try to talk crazy and shit, but I swear, success is family. If at the end of the day, man, if you go home to your wife and if she ain't happy, you ain't happy.
What's up, Britt? How you doing,
She sleep on the other bed. You gonna sleep on the other side.
Marie, what's good, little
She slap
girl?
your ass. You gonna take that lick?
Success is just
Yo, Chris,
the
what's
eye of the
poppin',
beholder.
boy?
Huh?
Success is the eye of the beholder.
There you
It's
go.
up to He says it's that. I mean, it's whoever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
whatever it is.
you
You
heard-
It's up.
personally.
It's
Like
up.
you
It's
said
up to whoever.
earlier.
It's up.
It's-
It's
no
up to
one's
whoever it
wrong.
is.
No one's wrong
Like
about
he
it.
said earlier, his success is different from your success. My success is different from your success. Our success is
same
different from his
success, you
success.
stupid ass dude.
No, it's not. You just heard what his success was.
I said we have the same success. You stupid.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying
All right,
for
like I
different
said-
people, it flows different boats, bro.
Dumbass.
Guys.
He said busting nuts on the back of the bitch ass after the club,
No,
nigga.
I didn't
is
say that, man.
success,
I didn't say that, bro. That ain't exactly what I said. Look, I gotta clarify what I said, man. Let me clarify.
Hey, listen. Hey, look, man. I appreciate everybody. That tuning in tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Marlon Jameson. Marlon and Paul Jameson. Hashtag light skin.
Yo, Tessa, man.
Hashtag that dude.
So next week,
Hashtag I beat your motherfucking ass if you squirrel.
next Thursday, I got
Hey.
finally I got teacher.
My bad, shot. I'm sorry, sweetheart. My bad. She said, little girl.
I'll wait
Didn't you graduate a year from me? Look.
Look, hold on, listen. Watch this.
I'll wait.
Trey
till
Jackson
clowning.
said, but if you broke and y'all
Family
struggling,
first all day.
you're not successful.
I'll wait to quit talking while y'all do your podcast over there.
No, go ahead.
Hey, you need to get Trey Jackson up here.
Hey, watch this. Look. Watch this. Look. Trey Jackson. I'm gonna do two more and I'm done after that. I'm gonna put my mic down. I'm done. I got Trey Jackson. He said, but if you broke and y'all struggling, you're not successful. That's the same thing I was saying earlier. A woman would treat you a certain way from whenever you broke, and a woman would treat you the same way when you
Nah,
succeed.
I don't personally agree with that because if I'm broken and struggling, and as long as she's still there, we're struggling together, and we're both on the same
Goddamn
team.
right.
I'm successful.
So
man.
look,
Appreciate it,
So,
C. Appreciate it, shot.
Aaron Sadler says success is any form of positive transformation for real. I
agree
take
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate the.
Hey, be well,
the
man.
testing
we just
of the
chilling
microphones.
up here talking
I like
about
this,
some
man.
facts.
Yeah.
For real, I like
Talking about some real shit.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I
Hitting the
appreciate it,
mic.
Kyle.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it, man. For
Yo,
real.
be honest though, on the Kids High School, like, you know what?
It's gotta be one of
like,
the best podcasts. I've
Nah,
seen.
to be honest with you, like, there's a lot of different cultures. Like, we was raised different. You was raised different from where I was raised.
Yeah, nigga, I'm
Y'all
not from
was
New
raised.
York.
I'm not. You damn sure right, nigga.
And
In
you
New
stupid,
York,
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Now here we go with this bum ass
and you
nigga.
take
talking.
L's
He
and I
from the
don't.
fucking square, and you talking about I take L's.
He from the
Boy,
square. We all
so
from
what
the
that
square.
mean? So what that mean? I can hold my own in here. I ain't scared.
And where? Well, your ass is a beat. hey, bro, I swear, bro, you so
I
beat
can
up.
hold my own in here.
What's gonna happen?
I can hold my own in
Nigga,
here.
that goddamn New York gonna be turning to YN.
No, it ain't.
See who in front of you? I'm just gonna
man,
walk out and go
to
my
test-
truck.
Look, to be honest
Nah,
with you,
ain't
though,
not for
to
y'all.
be honest with you though, like y'all are some cool dudes.
Yeah.
On the Kids House Cool. No hands down. Like literally, we've touched a lot of stuff. Depends on the situation and how everybody's outcome is. Like everybody's mind frame is different from everybody's different.
That's for sure.
Everybody's mind frame. Like the way Donnie was talking tonight, totally different from what I was expecting. I ain't never.
Bro,
think
Donnie's
he
deep.
was
he's deep.
gonna be that deep about the situation to where he would have brought it back
Yeah.
to where we're arguing about it and thinking about it like, goddamn.
To be
yo,
honest,
he's-
man, I've
he's
been
on the
telling
Kids House Cool. Yo,
people
he's
a
fucking
lot
true.
here lately. Like, if you're gonna come talk to me with just some woo 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 bullshit, and, like if your conversation isn't gonna be deep with me, I'd just rather not have it.
Yeah.
Hey, I won't.
But
Hold on, we said you had the what?
What do you mean
I,
lying?
if we're gonna have if someone's
We ain't
gonna
lying.
if someone's gonna stop me,
Hold on. Y'all chill.
if someone's gonna stop me and like have a conversation about something, and it's not gonna be a deep conversation, I'd rather not have it.
Exactly.
I'd just rather not have
You
it.
knew when I
Okay,
came.
so can I-
listen,
can I
Kyle.
ask-
You know when I
can I
came.
ask-
What it's gonna be?
Can I veer left? Can I veer left a little bit?
Man, quit making
Yo,
speak.
with
That was
all the
right-
money.
that was your right hand, though.
Veer left. Veer right. Veer left. Fuck it. Niggas is lit. It don't matter. Fuck
Everybody lit,
it.
but you
Hey,
stupid.
all the money that's going on to this motherfucking town. How come y'all niggas don't got good tap water?
Bro, because we drilled it all up. We're surrounded by frack water, homie.
Can we do
Why
that?
come
hey.
come our Midkiff Street look better than y'all's in New York?
Doubt it.
Brand new, so I know you're lying.
Psych.
I drive
Midkiff
that
ain't
everything.
shit.
I got $100 right now.
Man, you ain't got
Okay.
100,000 shit.
I said $100.
Hey.
And I make more than you, so chill out.
All right, well, I'm glad we got to do this one.
Hey, now listen.
Yo,
listen,
okay,
listen,
so another
listen.
question. Another question.
I'll do
Why y'all
respect,
can't-
man.
well,
I
another
appreciate
question.
you. Shut the
I can't do nothing.
fuck
I
up.
don't run nothing to fix nothing in this town. I just worry about me and make
So why
sure
we
my
can't-
shit's
So
squared
why
away.
we can't have a fundraiser?
Hey, man,
let's
why,
have a
hey, man,
fundraiser.
why y'all got Kyle on this little ass shirt? But nigga, shirt Kyle, shirt little than mine,
Look,
brother.
look.
I'm
Why
trying
we-
to find it.
Hey.
Hold on. Let me go and give Kyle my muscle teeth so I can see if it fit him or not.
Yo, yo.
I got a rule where you can't cut them. If
Yo.
you cut them too short where the nipple shows, that's not cool. You gotta make sure the nipples don't show.
My God, boy.
So it's like it's right there though. This is
Hey,
close. It's right
I
there.
just want to find out why Kyle got his goddamn shut up.
Kyle is
shut up
swole
like that.
though, nigga. Let's be
As a motherfucker, you hear me? Look, I ain't got no six pack, but he do.
Hey,
Kyle is
I
swole,
wanted to say
nigga.
that. I was on the way up here. I was thinking, this is the one time I can tell Martin, bitch, I got a six pack and you don't.
Hey, God, come on, brother. And listen, my fiance cook good, brother. Just leave me alone. Let me have it. Look, man. I went from wearing mediums. So I got a whole medium on right now. You hear me?
medium on.
Yeah, I got a full medium on right now, and it fit my arms.
Yeah, you 200 pounds. I ain't never heard you.
Hey,
do something
happy
like
birthday, Tessa. Real talk.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. With all due respect, man, I appreciate all y'all boys from having me on here, man. I appreciate
on the
you.
kiss, that's cool.
I appreciate
that's cool,
you,
for real.
Donnie.
Yeah,
Having
Donnie,
me,
I
man.
enjoyed
listen.
Donnie. Donnie was a
man,
good time.
Man, y'all crazy.
Hey, who you think's gonna win the Super
Hey,
Bowl?
Trey
this year?
Jackson. Listen, Trey. I know we
Man.
can't hoop Kyle. Listen, one-on-one. I'm tell you right now. I'm shooting that nigga. He hit. The nigga hooped a 6'5" nigga right in front of me. The only thing I did was walk to the hotel. And I'm not gonna say what he did, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Listen,
Yo.
nigga, you fight Kyle, your ass is going down the drain.
I go with it. I'll attack you like this.
No, he won't. But listen. Man, Kyle hit the nigga with
Who you gonna win the Super Bowl?
Man, listen, Kyle hit this nigga with a 6-piece chicken nugget with a small fry and a large Coke.
Ain't nobody.
And he was
wins.
6'4".
Who's gonna win the NBA championship?
Warriors, and I got whatever on it right now.
Warriors?
Warriors.
You really think so?
Warriors.
Well, yeah, the
And,
Warriors.
and I got whatever. Yeah, I thought
Warriors
so.
gonna
Yeah,
win.
shut your ass
So
up.
who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
We don't know. Patriots? Shit.
Yeah. Hey, you know
No.
what? Yeah, honestly, if you had to bet right now, that's your safest bet.
I mean, look.
You think so?
Do,
I mean,
do you
I mean,
got a
just-
bookie?
I mean, let's
Exactly.
be,
I
be
mean,
real.
that
Be
like-
real
that
about.
like
Be
plus
real about
30.
football. How many times the season fire up and all of a sudden the fucking Browns go undefeated one season? You know what I mean? That one crazy season.
That'd be some crazy shit.
But-
Like a Sixers.
no,
76ers.
no. Think about it. Hey,
But
think.
I thought they was gonna go all the way.
Hey, no,
You
think.
stupid.
Hey, listen. No, think about
The
this.
76ers basketball?
Thought that they was gonna go
Yeah,
where?
I thought they was gonna
Hey.
go to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro.
You sound.
Hey,
stupid.
listen to this,
Be
but
LeBron
think about-
James and Kyle Korver.
Nigga, the NBA is fucking rigged. Let's be real about that.
New York is rigged.
Oh
Hey.
my God.
You
the
and your
NBA
beard.
is rigged for LeBron
You
to make
and
it to
your
the
beard
finals,
rigged.
bro.
Okay.
Now,
well,
now I'm about to start hot side this bitch.
No,
Y'all
it
ready?
ain't no hot side.
Okay. Cause yeah, I'm about to get started.
I don't.
Hot side. Hey,
I don't.
I thought you wasn't a LeBron James fan.
I'm not. No, but I'm saying 76 against LeBron. I would never make that bet now.
Nigga, against why not?
Celtics.
Okay, I don't know anything
I
about
got
basketball,
whatever-
so
I got whatever.
I
that Celtics
appreciate
beat
everybody on the
LeBron.
podcast
So you
listening.
think Celtics is gonna beat LeBron?
Celtics gonna beat
Next
LeBron.
Thursday or
Nigga,
next week for
Sixers got a
sure.
better
I have
fucking chance to beat
Sounds
LeBron.
stupid.
Tedrick Macklin for the
And
13th
nigga,
podcast.
NBA too worried about fucking,
Local MMA
movie
fighter that's
stars.
going to be, I think 5-0. He might have a fight. He's injured right now. He has a fight coming up. Tedrick, my next guest. He finally gonna that MMA guy.
dude?
He's
Oh,
supposed to be.
yeah.
He's supposed to be the 4th podcast, but we've never linked. Every time we get to doing, we haven't had a chance to. So
He been asking you
popped up.
forever to get me on here. You know how you
Thursday.
get me on here. We
Thursday,
can go all night, baby.
I have him. So I think he was on here listening.
Yeah, young Jameson.
But,
Hey, tell him I said what's up, man. Good luck on the next fight.
yeah, he's injured. I think he's injured right now, but he's about to be 5-0. Dude, I'm telling you right now, you guys don't realize we have a guy that's in Midland right now. That's probably going to be in the UFC.
Wow.
And probably going to be a good fighter in the UFC.
Hey, to piggyback, look, my homegirl Janelle said LeBron sucks and these niggas stay riding dick.
First of all, Janelle, I ain't riding his dick. I'm a Steph Curry fan and a Lakers fan. What the fuck? I don't even fuck with LeBron, his nasty ass
Hey,
edge up. So she got the wrong nigga.
All I got to say about LeBron, I don't even watch basketball. I
Why
know.
not? He's a fucking crybaby and a
I just
flop.
don't.
I just said he gonna
So
be
you watch
six.
baseball?
No, fuck no. If I had to watch any other sport other than football, it would be probably basketball.
Nigga, baseball, all the sports are competitive.
No, I just like the athletes. I like the
Hey.
basketball athletes because they're so big and fast.
Hey, man, we're gonna
But,
go
like,
in this shit right quick.
I don't watch basketball, but if I had to say something about LeBron, the only thing I like about LeBron is he's kind of cocky. He's real good. I mean, I guess he obviously has to be.
He's a flopper, bro.
But the thing is another thing I don't like about him is I mean, he wins all. Like, what's the Jordan thing?
When?
The Jordan. Who's
Steph
better,
Curry.
Jordan, LeBron?
Whoever watching this podcast right now, I got a rack that Steph Curry ended up with more rings than LeBron.
you
That
got
was
a rack?
I know.
Rack.
1,000?
I know.
Rack 1,000.
So that's a bet that could
That's
come up
Steph
in like the
Curry.
next 10 years, though.
Exactly.
No, 2.
No.
Who gonna beat the Warriors the next 2 years? He already got 2.
Well,
I
with the
don't
Who
way
gonna beat the Warriors?
I know nothing about basketball. All I know is this.
Exactly.
Here's what I do know about basketball that I have.
might be right.
Here's what I do know about basketball that I have noticed about basketball is no matter what anybody says about these amazing athletes and do all the cool shit they can, they're pretty much playing football at this point because
I was amazing athlete.
does
too.
traveling even fucking exist? These dudes grab the ball at half court and like arm shuffle it all the way up to the goal and then fucking dunk it. I mean, they're taking 5 and 6. Like, dude, they dribble 3 times across the whole
Before
court.
we leave, does being a real nigga exist?
What?
Does being a real nigga exist?
Real nigga or
Hey,
just a real
hey,
dude, period?
hey, look over here. Look over here. You looking at a real nigga.
Well, hey, listen,
Wow, that's a white boy saying.
and look, I told y'all that earlier. Leave that nigga alone.
Oh man.
Hey, you hear me? Hey, leave him alone. You hear me?
Oh
Look,
man.
That's a white
look,
boy saying it,
He
bro.
can call me an Nigger. I'm gonna get the fuck up and leave.
I used the A. It was a soft, it was a soft A.
I know, bro. I'm just playing, brother. I'm just
Bro.
playing.
We
Hey,
don't
look.
use the ERs.
Hey, listen, man. I appreciate you, Kyle.
Yeah, it was a good time, guys.
Hey, yeah, this I didn't know it was that long. I didn't know it was an hour.
Yeah,
and a
we've
half.
already
That's
been in.
crazy.
It's almost 2 hours, hour and 48 minutes.
Man, I
That's
like that,
good.
bro.
Just
Hey,
do it 2
hey,
hours.
That's good.
Another
Yeah.
10 minutes. Let's talk for another 10
I'm
minutes.
about to go eat some food.
No, we all about to go eat some food.
We all are.
And then we going to
It's-
Kyle's house.
is it Saturday
Eat
night?
some food.
It is
right down the
Saturday
street.
night. What you got going on?
We about to go raid Joe.
I'm actually.
We about to go
Hey,
raid Green
let's-
Tree.
Wait.
My family's out of town.
Wait. Ariba, y'all need to cut it out with these females twerking
Hey,
on
Ariba.
stage.
No, you need to let me know when it is because
Whoa.
I'm gonna go put my
Look,
phone
yo,
on.
D Zach.
Hey, I'm just saying.
No,
hey, can
you don't
wait, no,
wanna go to
no,
Ariba,
can- wait,
bruh.
Can anybody?
Ariba
can,
is
whoa.
terrible,
No, you don't hear
fam.
Listen to my plan. Can anybody join that competition?
Yes.
So you gonna go to Kyle?
Motherfucking, you don't think I would put a thong on under my pants?
Are you
and as soon as they
serious
say
right
that,
now?
I'm out.
Kyle?
Hey, yo.
Look, on that
Marlon
note-
Jameson out. 'Cause look. They used to have dudes dancing, and I won $200 of that.
Hey,
shit, you hear
bro,
me?
no,
'Cause
no,
I know. I dance
What's up,
better than
D?
most.
I got you.
Hey, I'll put
What
a
you
thong.
want?
I'll put a thong on and leave little brown circles on that dance floor for my butthole hitting the ground.
Wow.
I do a
bro,
little
you
butthole.
doing the
Bro, we
most.
still
Butthole.
live, fam.
Butthole.
Fam,
We
we
still
still live.
live, fam.
That's all right.
You cool with that?
Get it how you live, man. I ain't worried about this
Straight
shit.
up.
Nah, bro.
Be
Ariba,
honest.
look, the last Snapchat I seen, nigga, was 3 fat
That
girls
shit
on the
was
goddamn
nasty as fuck.
stage,
Li-
bro.
listen.
It was the worst twerking session
Let me tell y'all
I've ever
nasty
fucking
ass
seen in
hoes
my
something.
life.
All y'all out there doing this old nasty ass shit for $200 in a Michael Kors purse. Find
Hey,
y'all a nigga.
no.
He gonna trick. And,
Hey,
and y'all let it happen like that.
let me say something.
Man,
Hey,
quit
let me-
being
let me
nasty
say
out there
something. Hey,
showing y'all
fir-
tampons and thongs.
Hey,
man.
first
That's
off,
nasty.
let me
Real
say,
talk.
I gotta say something opposed to that. If a girl wants to get up on stage, money involved or not, and do the best she can do to shake her ass or pussy or whatever she wants to show off. Hey, now listen. I have a daughter. Keep this in mind.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying.
So it's real, right? Real nigga shit, right? All that shit. But if just because she wants to get up on stage or whatever she wants to do, that it's funny how I guarantee
Italian
you,
food.
there-
That's what's up.
whatever she wants to do, if it doesn't mean she's doing it because she's a hoe or a slut. She might just
I never said that.
honestly get an enjoyment out of being a hoe or a slut at the moment. But here's the thing: is most of the guys that talk all that crazy shit about look at them hoes and slut, and as soon as they hop off stage and take over and they go
it's
like,
not
yeah,
even,
what's up? Come
it's
on,
not
me.
even,
Nah,
it's
brother.
not even that.
Nah,
It's not
brother.
even that, Kyle.
Look,
it's not even that.
well,
It's
why
just the
does-
fact that
I used to go to
you
Reba,
shouldn't-
man, and
you
it's nothing like
shouldn't-
that.
Look, man, you shouldn't be up on the stage if you know you can't do shit.
No, they're just trying
Let's
their
be
best.
real
Hey,
about that,
hey,
bro. Like,
hey.
But
what
listen,
the fuck?
No.
Embarrass what though? Like,
It's-
that's
You're
nasty.
embarrassing yourself.
No, they're not. They might be having. You might be embarrassed, but they ain't.
Look, ain't no shame in their game.
If there's not,
Straight up.
and I'm like this.
Hey.
I'm like this, if there's not, if I see somebody go up to a karaoke bar and he's singing his heart out, but he
Really?
can't sing, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, dude. Why? Because you're just about fuck. He's like, fuck everybody. This shit's fun. I'm gonna shake my ass or whatever I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna sing karaoke real bad. It's just fun. Fuck you. You might be embarrassed, but I'm having fun.
Oh
So
my God, Kyle.
So all the twerkers that can't twerk, more
Nah,
power to you.
fam.
Keep that shit going.
Fuck that, Ariba. Y'all need a
crazy.
new goddamn Snapchat video with some new females and new better twerkers on a kiss
Bro,
ass cool.
twerk.
Like,
There ain't no goddamn twerk. What do you call it? There ain't no
that
goddamn
shit
twerk,
ain't-
bro.
Whatever
Bro,
they calling
listen,
it, it
I
don't
deleted
work.
my whole goddamn Club Reba Snapchat. I swear today.
Ariba is
Oh.
terrible.
That shit ain't
fam.
even cute. Ain't nothing good about that.
I'm gonna
bro.
one up you. I never had a Reba Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yo, you need to get it.
Hey, listen. Shouts. Hey, listen.
Eyes were the best. No, you really
You
need
need
to
to
get
get
that
it, bro. So
Hey,
you
listen,
can
man.
see some
Shouts to my boy
shit.
D-Zach. Hey, man, listen.
D-Zach,
Hey, man, listen.
what he
Shout out to my
say?
boy D-Zach, huh?
Is D-Zach on there?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Shout out to my boy D-Zach for giving me that Club Reba. But nigga, I wish the fuck you would send me again.
Yeah.
You just pissed
Yeah.
me off. That's
Well,
disgusting.
all right, I am shutting it down. We're gonna get some food or do something after
Yes,
this.
we
Yeah, let's
I'm-
go, man. Hey, man.
I don't have any kids or wife tonight.
Hey,
Sorry,
man,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you
y'all.
doing tonight?
Hey, thank everybody
I
for
fell asleep at 8 o'clock
for
last
watching
night.
out for us, man.
Damn, why you go to sleep so early?
I lift a bunch of weights and I was tired as fuck.
Bet you
He ain't did it, but rumble down his goddamn building a couple
I
times.
know you did, nigga. Oh my God.
Done
that's
ran down
crazy.
5 hallways and got tired.
Hey,
and
are
all them
you
goddamn
still
muscles.
playing?
Nah, I ain't
Okay, good.
How he gonna? You say he walked in here?
Yeah, nigga, I'm
Man, that nigga
not.
gut look like
Well, I
something
got-
off of a
whoa,
Usain
whoa.
No commercial.
Hey,
Whoa,
I do want.
whoa.
Hey, I do.
Whoa,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Hold on, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, I want
I
to show
do,
that.
I do want to say something though. On the picture I put on Instagram when I was talking about, I was hyping it up. I put a nice picture. You look fit in your nice 20 outfit.
That's fine.
And I put this old fucked up ass picture of him all cold as shit, face all smushed up
Bro, for real?
on Instagram. Yeah,
When today?
yeah.
You a hoe.
It's like you freeze.
Yeah,
you
that's
want
what
to
them
transfer.
dumbass
How do you
did.
want to transfer?
That's fun. Like I got real fucked up one of you though. Watch this.
All right, D Turner.
Watch
Hey,
this.
I'm gonna hit you up here in a
In
minute.
like 10 minutes. I got some for you.
Go ahead.
But listen, you know I bring out the worst.
Go ahead.
Austin pick.
Go ahead.
Just getting in from that.
Go ahead.
That Eastham.
Ain't nothing worry about me, bro. I
Nigga
probably
said the
smell,
East
man. Hey, it don't. As long as you can't scratch and sniff it, it's fine with me.
Oh,
'Cause I bet I smell horrible.
Listen, I couldn't scratch or sniff none of that shit, but I smelled you.
You know, I know that is bad.
Wow.
Yeah, we all smelled you getting
Yeah.
that motherfucking van.
It's bad.
Yeah, we brought Uber in 2009.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey, I don't know how y'all found me. I got so lucky. My phone. It was
bro,
like
I
the
was
worst.
right next to you. We was in the same hotel.
It was the worst situation ever.
I'm
though.
sitting in here. I'm trying to get it. Like, goddamn. Hold on. Matter of fact, come on. Let's hey, we y'all ready? Let's go.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
man,
out here.
Thank y'all. We
Yeah,
out.
we out here. Y'all.
Yo, y'all have a good night, man.
Good night,
be
man.
careful.
Good
Y'all
night.
be safe.
Y'all be careful. Be safe.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna try maybe do one tomorrow if somebody shows up. But if-
Donnie could do one tomorrow. He
Well,
got
no,
a
I
lot
got.
to say.
I got to work tomorrow.
I'm gonna
I gotta
get
work
Donnie.
tomorrow.
Well,
Damn
I'm gonna
fucking lie.
get Donnie's number because Donnie probably wouldn't scream if it's just me and Donnie.
Nah, Donnie would scream. Donnie would scream.
Hey man. By the way, man,
I didn't-
my hair look good.
Hey, I ain't
on
never
here.
want to say that, but one time
Donnie
Leslie
was
Ray, he was
scream.
on here,
Yeah, man, my hair
and
look good.
I'm getting off here. Hold on. We're out. Everybody, I appreciate it. Y'all have a
Get
good
out.
one.
Fucked up.
Get out, man. Get out, man. Get out. Hey, Kyle, man, that was good, bro.
Hold on, you ain't all the way off live yet.